Hello, hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Yes, blood for the blood god, everybody. Blood for the motherfucking blood god. I am gonna, do some things. I'm gonna get the tweets, the twatters, the tweeters, tutors. I'm gonna do some things. It'd be really cool if somebody stopped by, but I'm summoning him for no reason. Because he hates us all. Ain't that right, Greg?
What up?
I said I love you.
Oh. Let me know when you go live.
We are live.
I
literally said we're live!
went to wash my hands.
Hello, Tweely. How you doing? We're
Did
just...
you wash your hands?
I always wash my hands. Who doesn't wash their hands after they pee? That's like a red flag. If you don't wash your hands after you pee, red flag. Super red flag, you should fix that.
Did my audio crash? Fuck.
I mean, we can hear you.
Yeah.
It's all good. So, chat, how we doing today? I wash my feet after I pee. I have so many
That's a bit
questions
much.
what you mean. What does that mean, I wash my feet after I pee?
I mean,
What is...
do you pee on your feet by accident? Like,
I mean,
what?
I'd hope not. Stop peeing on your feet, chat. Chat, why are you peeing on your feet? Chat?
I mean, did you get stung by a jellyfish?
Then
you wanna
apparently
pee on your feet.
that doesn't work as well as people think it
Wait,
does.
really?
Yeah, it's
Well,
not like a real thing.
No, I heard it's a real thing, but it might not work as well as you think it does. So you should still pee on Valji's feet every time you see him. Just
Do
to be
not pee on
Okay.
my feet.
Algae's kink exposed.
No. No.
No. There was a pause.
No, I don't know. Like, why? I don't like. No. I don't. Please stop this. I pee on my feet after I wash them. Stop. Why? Didn't Drake get his feet pissed on? Yeah, and R. Kelly peed on somebody. It was mostly a
That was
minor.
R. Kelly.
Yeah, and R. Kelly likes to be peed on as well as likes peeing on girls that are probably minors.
Can we not go? Can we
You
go
have
one
seen-
stream without
Mentioning R.
any-
Kelly?
No, without child assaulters.
I mean, we haven't even discussed P. Diddy.
P.
P. Yeah, we're gonna
Wait,
be.
do you not remember the Chappelle Show skit of doing the R. Kelly?
Yeah, LG. Don't you remember that?
Yeah, I also.
How did you forget it, old man?
I didn't. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about Warhammer. I'm gonna be learning about Warhammer. I don't know much. From what I understand,
Space
there's-
Marines also pee on their feet.
Space Marines. Am I right, guys? Space Marines, everybody. Yeah, this is gonna be another chill stream, but this is a chill stream that can stay live and not, the secret stream from yesterday I had to magically delete.
What do you mean? It's still up.
Why did you?
What do you mean it's still up? I deleted
It's still
it.
up.
No, it's
Look right
not.
at it.
What the fuck is a paradox orc? And his favorite gun. What does that even mean? More like piss. We are not peeing. What the fuck does this mean? Chat. Chat, there's no pee. There is no pee.
I mean, the Emperor's fists are yellow colored.
What is that? What does that even mean? What does that mean?
Her chapter.
Iron Fist.
Why? Why do you?
Imperial Fist.
Why do you guys?
I'm
do
an
this to
Imperial
me?
Fist. Thank you. I said Emperor's fist. I'm wrong.
It is
I'm
the
a Taurus.
Imperial Fist. It's not the Emperor's Fist.
Yes.
The Emperor's
well.
children is who you're thinking of, by the way.
Yes, I am. I mean, the Emperor's fist is a completely different fan fiction.
Yes. I mean, guys, what we're learning about Q is sometimes he reads these weird things on the internet, on sites
don't you
we
judge
cannot
me.
go on to.
Don't judge me.
I will
Look,
judge you.
The Emperor would have brought peace to the Eldar the only way he knows how.
What do you? Oh my god. Falgi. Okay, Killjoy says Falgi. There's an orc that traveled back in time through the warp, killed himself so he could have a second copy of his favorite gun. That didn't cause a paradox because he doesn't understand the concept of a paradox, so he can't call. That's not how paradoxes work, though.
Well, do you want to know why orc
That's how orcs
painters
work.
shift red?
What?
Do you want to know why
Let me
orc
give you a
painters
little
shift
bit
red?
of a crash course on orcs.
Don't they just
So
grow
orcs
infinitum?
Well,
So orcs
So-
were created by the old gods. They are technically a mushroom.
They're
So
spores.
they're spores. There's this ongoing meme in the 40k universe that orcs' belief in things affects reality.
yeah.
So there's one group that believes the color red makes them faster, therefore red cars go faster.
So they should
What?
go
Another,
faster.
yeah. So that's more of
Ay.
like the community imposing things. But I think the closer reality is that orcs they're designed like weapons.
Yes, I knew this.
Yeah, so they're designed weapons, so they naturally know a lot of engineering. It comes like second nature. They just don't understand why because, well, orc go dum dum, big gun shoot shoot. Um, so it's like second nature to build these giant contraptions and make them fast,
Uh-huh.
but they don't actually understand why. So they're able to
Uh-huh.
build these incredibly fast vehicles, and they paint them red.
Uh-huh.
They cannot connect the dots that, oh, maybe it was like my vehicle is the reason why it's fast. No, they're like color red fast.
Is this the same
I
way with
fucking
purple
love
is
them.
the sneaky color?
Yes.
There's
I'm
also, I believe, that there is a commissioner that the orcs believe
Commissar.
cannot actually be commissar, that actually cannot be killed. So he legitimately cannot be killed. I believe that's also canon.
Wait, what do you mean there's an Imperial Guard regiment that defeated an army of orcs by saying pew pew with their guns?
That's not canon. That's not canon. That is a fan thing. That's not canon.
Oh, that's funny. Wait. If they believe a gun doesn't unload, then the gun do they have
Yeah.
like weird mind powers?
Yes, they're like a
Yes.
giant
Yes, they
hive
do.
mind, and they're all
So-
like psychically linked, but they don't all understand it.
Also, the orcs get smarter as they get older,
And they get bigger as they get
Um,
older.
Yes.
but they're so violent that they don't actually live long.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is if I think really, really hard, it'll just
Then you're
be...
not an orc.
But the orcs sound like
It's not-
they think hard.
It's not thinking, it's believing.
Okay, if I believe
Yeah,
really, really
they have
hard.
to believe it. They have to believe
So I believe really, really
But
hard.
you're not believing hard enough. I think you need to be dumber to have that kind of belief.
Okay, so I have to be like Greg, dumber. Believe really, really hard. Believe really, really hard. Believe really, really hard. I see. I see now. Oh. Hello,
you, though?
everybody. Hello, chat. I completely forgot where we were right now. I'm in
You
my
also have to be an
Delulu
orc.
arc. Listen. I'm in my Delulu arc right now. I don't know if you guys know this. Speaking of Delulu, let me actually put the tips in the thing. So we're gonna be going over a little bit of 40K. I'm gonna be learning. Wait, that's not what I want. Where's the Dream Element tips thing? Hello, hello, Dolly. Well, hello, Dolly. It's so nice to have you back where you belong.
Didn't we do this singing thing already?
Yeah, this is me stalling for time because
Okay.
I'm just gonna put blood. Please don't worry about it. Hey, Cat, did you find the thing you were looking for?
I have not, but it's while I find it, we can still teach you about 40K.
All right. I don't know nothing about 40K. I don't know jack shiddle doodle about 40K. Somebody show me a 40K thing. 40K things? 40K. I'm a 40K D's nuts.
Oh boy.
If you bring an orc something they have never seen before and tell them that it does a certain thing that it does not do, they will probably not assume you're lying and they will believe you. So does it just do the thing? So if I hand them an apple, and I tell them that the apple, like, I don't know, lets you breathe underwater, do they magically breathe underwater now?
No, they have to collectively believe it.
Yeah, but if they collectively believe that the apple allows them to breathe underwater, wait, that's so dumb. Wait, how is that? How is that a thing? What do you mean?
You have to get enough orcs to actually believe the thing for the thing to actually happen. You can't just tell one orc and that one orc will believe it. You have to get a lot of them to believe it.
I understood that. I guess my question is.
Okay.
I guess my question is what? Their consciousness is innate. Wait. They also teeth as. What does they mean that you use teeth as money? What does teeth mean?
Teeth. It's their teeth.
Oh,
literal
teeth.
They use teeth as money. Yeah,
it's their currency.
Like,
they've mastered their own society. There's no war amongst them when there's no war, but then there's war when there's war amongst them. When it's peacetime, there's no war.
But isn't there always war? Isn't it the whole thing in 40K? Is that 40K always war?
And Warhammer.
Wait, what do you mean? It's the first war in Warhammer.
No, the first word in Warhammer.
Yeah.
Is war.
Yeah, I know.
They
fight for fun, not for resources. Okay.
Yeah.
So
they have a perfect society.
Okay, so here's the thing I'd like to know. Let's look, you know what? While Kat is doing this, let's look back. Hello, crew anime girls. Who's the orc god? They're an old. I know it's the it's concentrated, stupid. I know they were made by the old gods, and the old gods don't necessarily have names sometimes.
Wrong. It's Gork and Mork.
Dead.
Gork and Orc.
Gork and Mork. One is brutal but cunning, and the other one's cunning but brutal.
I see.
Don't worry about it. The orcs also have a hard time differentiating them sometimes.
Okay. So, I think we should go back into the lore, into some of the controversy that was Warhammer 40K.
Well, that's not lore.
Well,
if you want to do lore, I can send you a video.
Well,
you want to do controversies, I can send you another video.
Yeah, send me another video, because I was going to do the female custodies thing.
Do you want to build up to that, or do you want to...
Yeah, we could build up to it. Let's go. Guys, we're learning about fucking Warhammer drama today. Why? Because, like, this is actually fun. I've been playing Space Marines. It's actually a really fun game. Space Marines 2, really fun.
Playing with me.
I mean, I can play things by myself, thank you very much. Also, for those who don't know, Mana Potion Tabletop has, put out some teas and thing. ManaPotionCoffee.com, all those things. We're going to switch over to the Pack Watch real quick. Oh, there we go. But more importantly, you're surprised that Diesel isn't here? I mean...
He's busy.
He's busy. He's busy doing something.
We don't know what he's doing.
We don't know.
I sent you a thing.
But here we go. Everybody, newest
I sent you-
video about
I sent-
D&D dice.
Just like you, I'm an avid consumer of goods and services.
I thought you were
don't
just going to
need.
start doing something
But
else. my
unlike
bad.
you, I actually pay off my credit card balance. You know who you are.
Also, do you want to stream it to us?
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I forgot. It's
When are you
Johnny's.
gonna do
It's
that?
Johnny's video. By the way. Oh, ba-do-do-do-boo-boo. I love you, professional streamers. Coke and Pepsi.
Just like you, I'm an avid consumer of goods and services I don't need. But unlike you, I actually pay off my credit card balance. You know who you are.
What the hell? Oh my god.
How come you're not
Just like
subscribed?
you, I'm an avid.
I don't know. I thought it was.
Hmm.
All right, everybody. I am subscribed to Mana Potion Coffee tabletop thing. But remember, guys, speaking of that, ManaPotionCoffee.com. Yes, I want to leave YouTube. So ManaPotionCoffee.com. They have some new items. They have teas, everybody. They have teas. They have the sharpshooter tea that is has returned to their store. They have the Tea Mancer tea. They have blood orange Robios tea. It's the barbarian, the Tea Mancer, the sharpshooter, and the succubus, the chocolate infused tea. I will say this. This is not a knock. To me, that sounds terrible.
We're almost breaking TOS.
What do you mean I'm breaking TOS? These are our friends.
I said almost TOS.
Oh yeah, booba. I don't give a fuck. Listen, I don't have TOS to break, everybody.
You still do, even if you're not monetized.
Listen, I understand. I know.
I think we're under even a tighter view since we are not monetized.
You know what? Listen,
How come we're
booba.
so tiny on the screen? What happened?
Oh, I don't know what happened. Where did
Where
you
are
guys
we?
go?
Everything's all shifted. Look
I
at it.
think what
For
happened
whatever reason, I
was
can't hear the video. I don't know why.
there is no video
Nothing's
playing. There's no video playing. Hello,
Oh,
Cloudy. We are learning
never
about
mind.
Warhammer 40k. Oh, you
I
know
sent you a
why?
thing.
Because Cat was super big when it was just me and Cat, and I had to make things work. All right, everybody, it's time. We're going to learn about the 40Ks. But before we do, I want to thank everybody for being here. Please remember to like the stream. Please remember, if you can, donate, help support the stream. But more importantly, I want to make like a public service announcement. I want to
God.
thank every single person who has donated, subscribed, and liked this stream. We are currently at 186 subscribers. If we can push to 200, that would be great. That would literally be growth of 100 subscribers a month, which would be weird.
That's
But
wild.
it is, we have lovely grown at an exponential rate, which I do appreciate. So before we begin, thank you guys so much. You're all very beautiful. I want you to give each and every one of you a pat on the motherfucking back. And are we ready, chat? One's in the chat if we're ready. I actually need an energy drink real quick, chat. So Greg, do the thing.
Do what thing?
Entertain the chat.
Just me?
Yeah, why just Greg?
Hello.
He left.
Okay, so
All you, Greg. I believe in you.
I can't find it. I find the video, but I can't find the actual story for us to read.
You have failed us.
Hey, in my defense, I got home and we started stream the minute I came in.
Cat was just on it. Like, he just jumped right on.
I was like, all right,
Like,
yeah,
you
no,
know, a cat.
I'll find it after school. Also, I thought that 40K was gonna be like our part 2. I didn't know it was gonna be our leading leading thing.
It's okay. I didn't understand. The instructions were unclear for me as well.
Okay.
Yeah, same. I grilled Falky today about what we're going to cover. Gave me nothing.
Listen. I hear you
I'm just
motherfuckers
saying,
speaking
you-
on my name. I know next to nothing about Warhammer. You know what's funny? Neither do I. And I hear you guys shitting on my name.
What's
Is
the
it?
shame?
No, we didn't.
I heard.
We
I
did.
have headphones that
We didn't
allow
shit
me to
on-
walk around.
We didn't. That's what headphones should let you do. Okay, but that's not. We weren't shitting on
You have
You
headphones,
see-
but you weren't listening.
Yeah.
Why would
I
you
am
listen to
listening.
us?
You
Y'all
can't hear
are
us over
evil.
you yapping. You
I
gotta
can't,
close your mouth
guys.
to hear.
Chat.
King Yapper over here.
Chat. It's time. It is time to learn about the many controversies of Warhammer 40k.
Welcome to Mini Scandals, the series where we
Why am I
dive
not
into
hearing
the
this?
scandals, drama,
Just started
and
playing.
interesting stories that make up the world's hobbies, niches, and interests. Today, we're applying a base coat and trying not to mess up our highlights as we
Oh, by the way, this is YouTube channel. I should remember to do this. This is YouTube channel. Many kudos.
He's
Honestly,
great.
based base channel name. I actually really like that.
Do you not watch any of his stuff?
Brother, I
You
don't
should subscribe. You should subscribe to his stuff's good. There you
I
go.
don't I've never really painted a mini before. I've built Gunpla. I actually really like Gunpla. I want to get back into building it when I have time, a table, and a lot of money. I have none of those things. But here we go.
dry brush our way into the world of war. Hammer. Warhammer Fantasy, and its somehow even edgier brother, Warhammer 40k, is the miniature.
Okay, hold up. I do have a question on this.
Um,
Warhammer
no.
and Warhammer 40k are
Yeah.
two separate entities,
Mhm.
but they're the same thing?
No, they're two separate entities. You got it right. They're using like the same chaos gods between the two, and like some of the same races, and that's kind of like it.
But aren't there Okay, and you will yes, I do like building perfect grades. Aren't is there not like a planet where like the old like where this medieval shit is?
Nope.
It's just in the past.
It's completely separate. They're
Different
different games.
Universe.
Yeah, this is pretty galactic.
Then what is the RTS based on?
Which one? Because there's Total War and there's
Uh,
like Dawn of War.
Yeah,
Those
what's
are-
Total War based on?
one is Warhammer Fantasy and one is 40k.
Oh, now I understand. See, chat, your local Peepaw algae doesn't know things. That's why I'm learning. This is an educational stream today, chat. I want to thank you all. There's 100 of Warhammer hams. What does that mean? Hames?
Games. Yeah.
Oh,
there's-
games. I
there's-
read hames.
You did. I don't know about hundreds. Maybe I don't. Hundreds feels like a lot, but they do have a lot of phone games that have come and gone.
I
So
do know
it's-
about some of the phone games.
There's like 5 right now, and none of them are tied together to one another in any way.
That is funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That's like, and maybe we'll get into a little bit of the games industry as a whole. I definitely would like to talk a little bit more about like some of my issues with tabletop as of today, banking off this. So this will be fun. Let's get into it.
Wargame that somehow combines hypermasculine arts and crafts with enough dice to crush a small dog. A simple but brilliant concept that appeals to everyone from
All right, Craig. I'm gonna be a pause, Andy.
Good.
Greg, how many
What?
dice do I need to play a single game of Warhammer?
Yes.
A lot.
What does that
You need-
mean? A lot.
It's all D6. So
Oh fuck.
it's D6s. You like roll to hit. If you hit, you roll to wound. If you wound, sometimes you have to roll to see like how many wounds you're rolling, type of thing. And then like it goes from there. Like depending on the weapon you're using, you can roll 2d6 type of thing. It could be any number of things, but that's like per model. So if you have a unit of 10 models and they all
Mhm.
like swing twice, you could be rolling 20 dice to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of like an average amount. You could be rolling a lot more or a lot less.
Okay, very interesting. Yeah, I think that's really cool. I do know that because I saw some people talk about like some of the races. I believe so. If we're leaving the Space Marines, which I know they're both cool and the most annoying faction, because obviously the Space Marine is the one on the box. Obviously humans, but not everyone wants to play a human. I think it's the Tau that I like. Is it one of the
Gundams?
Yes, the Gundams.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's the
They
Tau. Because
they get
I also like
Gundams.
the idea of like techomancy kind of stuff.
Wait. Oh.
I think
Well-
like techromancy is like actually super fun.
Well, they get Gundams, and then they kind of have like an allegiance of other. They're starting to get an allegiance of other
Yeah.
alien races. So they have the Kroot, which are kind of like, they have like animals and stuff that they have with them. And then I think the new ones are the Vespids or something. I forget what they're called, but they have like a kill team for them. I don't remember if
Ooh,
they're
that's super
with,
cool.
They're kind of like bug people, and I don't remember if they're also tied with the Tau. I gotta look at this site real quick. I was just looking at it.
I think maybe one day, when we, or me specifically, because it's my computer, I upgrade the computer a little bit. Maybe we can do like a Vermintide stream. Would you guys like a Vermintide stream? Specifically, the second one. There are three tech armies: Tau, Necrons, and Astro Mechanicus.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
I do know about
Necrons.
the Astro Mechanicus. I've seen so the Necrons are interesting. I think necromancy but tech is cool. I just think like I guess that would be techromancy. I think one of the things I really, really enjoy about specific styles of futuristic lore is when they view space tech the same way they look at magic, and oftentimes it just acts like magic. It for me, it's a lot of fun, like it having fucking like runes and all this stuff, but it's literally just tech. But it works on such a higher plane of existence that it's considered magical. I love that so much. It's one of the things I think is interesting. Techomancy, yeah, technomancy, not techromancy. See, my brain farts. But yeah, they warp travel to brew a cup of coffee. That's kind of funny.
Artists to tabletop gamers to the guy who's a little bit too infatuated with the German army from World War II for it to just be an interest in history.
What does that
Warhammer
mean?
is just as rife with
Controversy.
scandals as the other hobbies that we've covered thus far. Unlike these other hobbies, however, it is not so much the players making the
I don't like this. Wait, I don't wait. Why is this the logo?
That's the Imperial Aquilin. It's the symbol of the Emperor, like meeting like a union with the Adeptus Mechanicus. Like one head is looking forward to the future, but the other head is looking to the past, but also towards technology because it has the cyborg eye.
I don't know if it just looks. So are we saying the humans are Nazis? Maybe.
No, they're
No.
theological fascists.
Yeah,
They are more closely
The
in par with
religious
the Romans.
fascists.
Yeah,
they're
it's
closer to
Rome.
like Rome. That's the best way to put it.
Okay. Moist. Well, you
you're
see,
thinking of
Fauci,
the,
some people are racists. Oh, Killjoy, you played Warhammer here? That's pretty cool.
The one closer to World War II Germany
I mean,
is the
the
Space
Imperium
Elves. I forgot
is
their name.
pretty
Oh,
Eldar.
yes, the Space Elves I do know.
Eldar.
That's a-
I
Yeah,
mean,
the
like,
Eldar.
the Imperium is pretty xenophobic. Like they're really xenophobic.
Hey, Hister, as a German, I approve the logo, even though it resembles the Russian eagle more than ours. Okay. Ay.
I mean, we have a
misguided
similar
decisions that
logo
No,
draw
I
the
know,
ire from the community.
I know, I'm making
but
the joke.
game's producer, Games Workshop. After all, in the grim darkness of the far future, there are only
I fixed my volume
short-sighted
finally.
businessmen squeezing as much money as they can from a game they don't even play.
Speaking of, this video is brought to you by...
Hello, I'm White Morpheus.
I love his ads.
Welcome to the construct.
All right, we will.
From
I
the
usually
only
skip
Nord
ads,
VPN
but
You
I
can
won't.
skip ads. I love
parody
them,
on
but
YouTube.
you can skip them. I don't care.
No worries.
I don't.
Imagine for a
VPN.
second that Roblox was
I mean, this.
You can skip it. I just like his ads.
It
That's all
just
I
feels
said.
like a copy of what's it? Internet
Tell me.
Historian.
Well, they're friends.
Or were, or they still are.
They're friends. Yeah.
God bless. Maybe we'll cover that one day, like the rise and fall of Internet Historian in the context of the H-Bomber Guy video.
I found the first part.
Kat, you know what you could do? In the video that you're looking at, just screenshot some of the words.
I can do one better.
Okay.
He'll
We'll watch-
rewrite his own green text.
We will watch this and then we'll go from there. Hello everybody. Let's get back into the video. Oh, that's loud. Holy shit. Warhammer Plus Ratio!
fanfiction, machinima, animations, and cum tributes are always for creatively inclined fans to show their love and appreciation of their favorite hobbies. And their work invigorates the community and introduces
okay, I remember
countless
this one.
more to these amazing worlds, all done for free out of sheer unrelenting passion. Games Workshop saw this and went, fuck that, stapling an update of their IP guidelines to the foreheads of their passionate fanbase before rolling them down.
All right, so let's have a conversation about this because I was there for when fucking Hasbro tried to do this.
Yeah.
That
didn't go well for them.
If you create listen, the open games license doesn't detract from what you purchase. I mean, from what you're creating. People are still going to purchase the source books. People are so... And I think it's a little fucked up in Games Workshop's regard before even listening to this. Because one of my bigger issues is you can't play this game without the minis. So how the fuck... What does it matter if people create their own rules or stories? You can't play the game without the minis. What does it matter? Somebody answer me, please. Please, Greg.
Hold on, I'm in the middle of something.
See, this is what happens. Greg hurts me every day.
A flight of stairs. In July of 2021, nestled in between the reasonable request to not illegally distribute their books or sell counterfeit models, Games Workshop added in a wee little line demanding that individuals must not create fan films or animations based on our settings and characters. These are only to be created under license from Games Workshop. This line stands out in particular as this very same
So wait,
page
it was
gives-
only fan films and
Specifically fan films and animation stuff that was getting on YouTube. So like in the same way
The
that
Astartes fan film. In particular.
and others. So like remember
And
we were
others.
just talking about that
Mhm.
Mario song,
Oh, it's Mario.
oh yeah,
Please, Luigi.
Save Me Mario.
Save me,
uh,
Mario.
So how Nintendo cracked down on that one guy's video.
Yeah, because they suck.
It's essentially Games Workshop doing that, but only on videos.
Oh my god.
It's the same type of thing. But the difference is they hired the dude who did the Astartes series, and so like all those Astartes fan films that he had made initially are on their app now.
Okay.
No one wants to use. You gotta pay for that shit.
Oh, it's one of those. This is like
They have like their own Disney Plus.
Yeah, this is my whole thing. YouTube exists. Just use YouTube. I understand that they get a cut, Google gets a cut, but it's the most accessible. I understand that, like, hey, you want streaming service. Excuse me. You want your streaming services. You want this, that, and the third. You want, constant revenue sources. But if you're going to do that, then you need to create a platform that is useful. Aside from the streaming service, does it do anything else? Like, does it offer rules, like,
Yeah,
easily
it's the
accessible?
rules.
Okay. I
the
wasn't sure.
rules conglomerate, but you also needed to still buy like some of the books for like updated rules.
So it's
stuff.
like D&D Beyond.
Similar, but it's better than
Kind
D&D
of,
Beyond
yeah.
in the sense because
Yeah.
if you buy you buy the book and you get a code, whereas D&D Beyond you buy a book you don't get a code.
Yeah, I have.
Yep,
I
you
have my
gotta buy it
own.
online. You gotta buy it in
Yeah.
physical.
I have my own little gripes with D&D Beyond. But shout outs to all of the homebrew community, because I'm a part of it too, where I would just be like, so I bought this book. I'm just gonna change a singular word and reprint it because you changed 2 words to make the class actually viable again. Because you know what? Breathing underwater was weird. It's like one of those things. Yeah, Pimenta, you're actually correct. Like,
Wait.
Wizards of the Coast hates their fans. It's not necessarily Wizards, it's their parent companies. Wizards being bought by Hasbro was really kind of the death knell for how it was treated.
No.
Okay, go on.
You want the death knell was?
Okay. You're
When Wizard bought TCR.
What is TCR?
When Wizards bought TCR.
I don't know what that is.
TCR was the original holder company of D&D.
Oh, okay. Now I know what you mean. Yes. I did know about that.
So I'm gonna disagree on that one.
But what I mean by that is Hasbro in its current form. I do know what TCR is, but I came into D&D. Okay, for me, tabletop games were one of the things that I got into during the pandemic. For me personally, it was Critical Role. I barreled through Campaign 2, which I honestly believe is the best campaign they've ever put. Campaign 3 has been dragging. I know they want Daggerheart to work, but God, is Campaign 3 just suffered. Campaign
I'm
1
old.
Campaign 1 is nigh unwatchable. That's why the animated series just kind of works at this point. Because it's just like there are some parts of Campaign 1 I cannot watch. But more importantly, I had tried to play D&D over the years. And I wasn't really successful on it. People would, fall apart. Things wouldn't work. Or I join a game late. Things like that, right? And so I started DMing. And Critical Role was the way that I learned how to DM. I learned a lot of the rules. I bend a lot of my rules, and that's how I got into tabletop. So for this, it's just I don't know enough about Warhammer. What I know about Warhammer is it's expensive as a motherfucker. I didn't know, I know Games
Most
Workshop.
roleplay games are.
Yeah. Wait, let's fucking do this. We can. Okay.
Not a role playing game.
Killjoy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. Killjoy, Hood, the 2 of you talk. You both work it out.
What's he saying? I'm driving.
Falgi, let's fucking do this. We can fucking play. I'm so ready. Which Killjoy has behind the scenes constantly told me, and I've told Hood the same thing. You 2 create, figure out how to do a campaign
I need to call
thing.
you out? Do I need to call you out?
No, I said if we're gonna do D&D, we're gonna stream it.
That's fine, but what I told you, because you never actually gave an actual yes or no question, I said I would be willing to run a Halloween themed campaign.
I said yes,
and nobody but did you?
Yeah, I said yes to you in person. Or voice VC.
I remember someone else.
And I literally, you and I talked about it, and I said you should talk to Killjoy because Killjoy also wants to run something. So I think.
And Killjoy messaged me about it.
Okay, yeah. Then you guys,
I'm down.
Yeah, you guys figure something out, and it'll be fun.
Okay. All right.
I already have ideas for a character. It will be the most bog standard, you know what, that had ever existed, but it's fun. But yeah,
we will need more than 3 people.
I mean, we'll have hey, Rocky BB, we're going over Warhammer lore kind of drama stuff.
Just controversies. We're looking at many kudos' controversies of Warhammer vid, not lore.
Yeah.
Lore.
And I will also point out that trying to get people to play in a campaign and dealing with timing and dates and what is also a minor controversy with literally every single person who's played D&D ever.
So
So what we're doing right now is actually true to D&D.
So, but here's the thing though. We can play D&D. Yes, I will. Victoria,
you want to stream.
We will do an off camera D&D game as well. I promise you. Because we will have an on camera D&D game, and we'll figure it out. That is my solemn. Okay, 200 subscribers. We get it. When female Space Marine controversy, we're gonna get there.
Guidelines for acceptable fan art and fan fiction that, while restrictive, still ultimately allow fans to create and share their work online. Why then would fan animations specifically be an issue?
So it's best to start off with the biggest news, and that is the newly announced Warhammer Plus. This is going to be a brand new service now, coming from Games
I already hate that.
Not content to just sell you 30 cents of injection molded plastic for the price of a baby goat. Games Workshop observed
Not the baby goat,
breaking their backs to make amazing content that advertises their game for free, and decided that stealing the very best ones to hide them behind a paywall is something that the community would love. Except that it isn't. Because why the fuck would anyone want that? The phenomenal fan film Astartes set a new standard amongst fan animations that looks like something.
Oh, why? Why was this? Why did I stop?
You paused it at the perfect time. I don't know what to tell you.
I do have mixed feelings about that. I understand, like, I'm not a corporate shill. I don't like it. But I have mixed feelings when it's like, hey, we're purchasing the rights and hiring this guy to make this thing.
Oh, the Cosby.
I will agree that putting it on your weird new pointless streaming platform is really stupid, and that you get mad over, because that is insane. But them hiring the guy and like beginning to own that, it's a little weird. I know it toes the line. Again, it's a corporation doing a corporation thing. I'm mad at the corporation thing. Not defending them, but understanding.
Cooked up by the sort of cinematic team that gets to unwind in the Cosby suite, leading Games Workshop to scoop him up to create more content exclusively for Warhammer Plus, along with other talented artists and animators in the Warhammer community. While I'm all for these artists and studios receiving official funding to create more amazing projects, Games Workshop must surely realize that all of these artists created their work in an environment where they were freely allowed to upload fan animations online, and that by restricting them, they are not only depriving the community of more amazing free content, but future collaborators they could hire to create content for Warhammer Plus. In addition to hiring these artists to create new content, it appears they also brought the rights to the animations that made them famous in the first place, as these have all been taken off of YouTube. This zero tolerance policy, enacted by a company about as litigious as the Spicy Mouse Corporation, shook the Warhammer community to its core, with the many popular fan animation channels that weren't picked up by The Claw, now fearful for the future of their content. One such series was If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech, the incredibly popular fan animation that eschews the regular grimdark war drama formula in order to make a goofy, fun comedy series set in the 40k universe. The Warhammer TTS series has since gone on an indefinite hiatus, both out of fear of the legal action that could occur should they continue the series, and because of how just disheartening the announcement was to its creator.
I do not know how far they are willing to go to protect their IP, especially with an incentive to monopolize 40k content through a streaming service, and I do not want to find out.
For creators like TTS, this was a direct attack on their livelihood.
I guess.
And while you might argue that
Greg,
they were
can you
making
give a
this
little bit
off
more
the back
context
of
to
another
this?
I think he just felt uninspired with the new rules set in place by Games Workshop. From or that's how I interpreted it too. Like, why even risk it if you know your channel is going to get struck down? But that being said, there's another guy for like a couple days ago, or a couple couple weeks ago now, who made a really big, like an hour-long fan animation for
Ooh.
40K. That's pretty cool to pop it
Ooh.
off. It got a bunch of views. I don't know if he's
Hasn't
gonna
gotten
get.
a strike yet.
I don't know yet. Let me see if it's still up.
I mean, it's have they
it's still
been
up.
have they been litigious in this? Like, have they actually used it? Because that was one of the things that that was one of the arguments that was the issue was, you know,
I don't know.
My brain just farted for a second.
It's okay.
That was one of the issues was with, oh my god, thank you, Wizard of the Coast. My brain farted because they were like, oh, we're not going to use this, guys, it's just there to protect the IP and protect you. And everyone was like, no, it's not, you dumbasses. No, it's
You
not.
fucking liar.
You can't say that, because the one time we fix one thing that you guys don't like, you're gonna fuck us over. Because I think if I had to guess, and this was before the backlash, I think corporate was like, because it's very clear in the new edition of D&D 5e.5, or whatever the fuck you want to call it now, 1D&D, it was very clear that they took a lot of homebrew fixes to their, like, homebrew fixes to rules and classes that did not work. I'm still very bitter that, for some reason, they've decided that monks cannot use strength. They still must use wisdom. I get frustrated every time when I see that, but that's a different story for a different day. But
you know what you can do, Falgi? You know what you can do with that?
I homebrew it. I already
Just
know.
be like, we're not using that rule.
Oh yeah. Or find homebrew classes. There are 2 homebrew classes that I will always shill. I use a lot of the DM's Guild whenever I help create stories or create settings for players. I always want to support because I'm more of an actor and a world creator than I am like a story writer, world builder. So what I personally do is I find really good stories. I pay for the rights, which you should do. Don't fucking do not steal other people's writings if it's not a fucking corporation. I swear to God. Don't steal the corporation. Okay, don't steal the corporation stuff either. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, there are people that are creating really well-written modules and things like that. Or specifically, there are people who are recreating their modules in different rule sets. And you should really support that. That's what I do. I would purchase the rights to one, and I run it. And I run it in a very specific way that is, personal to my players. You know, I make sure that their personal story beats are always in those stories. And it's been successful because there are different ways that people run your games. However, when you do create restrictions on the license in such a fashion, you put everybody on edge because you can't tell us, hey, it's going to be okay. I'm not going to fuck with you. I swear to God. You can't promise that. Just like you just fucking send the Pinkertons out against people because I got the magic cards too early by mistake.
It might not have been by mistake. That's another thing.
We don't know that.
Was it actually the Pinkertons?
Oh no, they actually sent the Pinkertons. It was a whole big story.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hired the Pinkertons to get cards back. It was so long ago, and all those cards suck.
Yeah. I have a friend that may or may not work in. I have a friend that she still might do it. She kind of works.
Do what?
She does the back end programming for a lot of those things where they're looking at games and their card productions, their card stocks, and things like that, and rolling out new things.
But she might not do that anymore.
Yeah, she may or may not do that, or she may do that, but I don't want to dox the job.
Oh, you should get her on stream just to confirm her tonight. Go ahead.
I can invite my friend. I love my friend. She's actually super cool. We do. We used to do a lot of movie reviews together. Well, on her channel. But not the point.
Narrowing it down. Who could this mystery
You could
woman
find
be?
it. I don't give a fuck. But more importantly, like they were explaining like the whole Pinkerton stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, they fucked up. Don't do it, but also just return the shit. Yeah, it was the actual Pinkertons.
The company's IP. In my opinion, it's no different to all of the channels that make a living giving painting advice or explaining lore or ways to eat the models or the hundreds of other ways that people
What do you mean
enjoy
eat
this
the
hobby.
models?
Unsurprisingly,
You gotta find out a way.
TTS
Eat.
has
They look
continued
crunchy.
creating content,
Oh,
but
no.
for a different
Eat.
game
No.
and company
Eat.
that
I heard
respects their
eat.
creative community
eat. He
and the
said eat.
symbiotic
Yeah.
relationship they provide. The community was justly outraged about this decision, pointing to shows like TTS as their entry point to the series as a whole, as well as decrying Games Workshop for locking all of this content behind yet another streaming service to add to the pile of streaming services that undermine the entire reason we even subscribed to streaming services in the first place. The popular 40k meme subreddit r/grimdark locked itself in protest, the Reddit equivalent of a hunger strike, while other subreddits, Twitter threads, and forum posts were overrun by fans furious about this decision, which undid a lot of the goodwill that Games Workshop had earned over the last few years. It has been 6 months since Warhammer Plus has launched, and despite the massive fan outcry, Games
It's been like
Workshop
4 years
has
now or
not
something.
repealed their zero tolerance
It's been like
policy
4 years
on
now.
fan
Was this or something?
This video was made 2 years ago.
Oh, I'm thinking 4 years since
Oh, yeah.
Warhammer Plus.
Oh, yeah. And where's Warhammer Plus now? 2 years out for like...
It's the same thing pretty much. There's more fan animations, but a lot of the clips get posted to TikTok or YouTube before they get pulled down. But the other thing, the only other cool thing about the Warhammer Plus app is every year or whatever you get a model. I think they give you a model for free or something, or they let you buy the model. I forget, but they're like exclusives, and then you can resell them if you don't care for it.
Oh, that's actually kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Not terrible, but interesting.
Yeah, the price is
Nations.
still pretty steep for what you're getting.
Yeah.
According to their half-yearly investor report, the shows on Warhammer Plus have accrued an impressive 2 million views across every show.
Ooh,
Over
that's not
3 months.
good.
You know, the sort of numbers that a single episode of TTS gets on YouTube.
Oh, fuck.
Hope it was worth it.
Why is it called the Austrian Painter?
Who could it be? Who could they be talking about?
What do you mean?
I can't imagine.
Hitler did not know what 40k was.
That's good. That's good to know. I'm glad he's not in my hobby.
Oh, God help us all.
But you know who is in our hobby?
Who?
Press play. Press play.
Political discourse being what it is right now, this one's gonna be fun. Oh, how I wish we could return to a time when telling neo-Nazis to fuck off was an uncontroversial statement. To clarify, this doesn't deal with the brainworm-infested take of anyone more right-leaning than me as a Nazi. This deals with an actual, genuine neo-Nazi, who, as mentioned earlier, can fuck off. Warhammer 40k is a setting where if you ask who the good guys are, you'll be answered with yes. Everyone is at varying levels on the
Yes.
cunt metric. But notably, they're all on there.
Oh, wait,
including
before
the
we begin,
Imperium of Man.
before we continue.
Humanity and
Before we begin,
What is your Reichhammer 40k?
Orcs.
you don't have to read everything.
God, I did because it was
You don't have-
funny.
you don't-
That one was really funny, Pimenta. Oh
The
fuck,
answer is
that got
always
me.
orc or
Uh,
nurgle.
Okay. I was gonna say, what is your Space Marine chapter? I feel
Gets it to
heresy is
work.
being committed. I mean,
Salamander.
Okay, salamanders. What was yours, Greg?
I don't know. I like them all.
If you had to choose one,
Plague Marine.
blank marine. You just mean
We
ultra.
Cat said plague marine.
Oh, plague marine. I don't think
That's
that's
chaos, though.
That's chaos.
That's his
count?
Yeah,
answer.
and
That's his
Yeah,
answer.
That's his answer. It is.
Okay.
The Chaos
All
God
right.
Marines are interesting. They're
you hear me say I love Nurgle, then I
Yeah.
act surprised when I say Plague Marine.
See, I always divide it by two. I have my non-chaos, my chaos. My chaos one is Thousand Suns.
Ooh, Thousand Suns is
Okay.
good.
if I'm going non-chaos,
Mm.
Sisters of Battle.
Oh, okay.
I will accept that answer. Greg. Blood
I don't
Ravens
know.
are cool.
I like the Black Templars. I like the Grey Knights. I like Dark Angels
Green
are
Knights are cool
cool.
too.
I think the Poster Boy Ultramarines. I think those are pretty cool. You know, it's hard to choose. I like Death Watch a lot.
Blueberries.
Purple dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Bad Dragon.
Bad Dragon. I really do like the White Scars. I like their lore. I like the idea that they're like, hey, what is our way to fight zealotry? Kind of just have a hobby. But like find a
Like,
fucking
be
hobby.
bikers.
I like Space Wolves. They were like my introductory to
Space
40K.
Wolves are cool.
I like Space Wolves a lot.
I like
It's
the
hard
lore.
to choose.
I like the lore of the Space Wolves and like the Death Watch. I think Death Watch is really, really interesting.
I like Death Watch a lot.
As a concept of, it's not just you going there in exile. You can just be an older Space Marine and be like, I kind of just want to live my days out in the end on the fringes. Because
And it doesn't always end like that either. Sometimes you just go for like a tour, and then once you're done, you get to go back to your chapter.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting concept of you don't just get exiled there. You can take a tour there, or you just want to be like, hey, I'm old. I know that I kind of just want it to be done, and it's interesting. That's super super cool. Blood Ravens are a really cool chapter. Space Wolves, very cool. What's the one that can actually turn into like animals? Is that the lion thing? There's one.
I've not heard of this.
There's one that like turns into like animals as well somehow, some way. I don't remember which faction it is. I listened to like I want to say like 2 to 3 hours of Warhammer content, like falling asleep like 2 weeks ago. So I understand.
It might
a
have
little
been a
bit.
dream. You might have had a dream.
No, it's not the Thundercats. There's a faction of Space Marines that like actually like can not turn into animals, but become like anthropomorphized. I don't know how to say that. Oh no.
That's okay.
Oh no.
Oh, the Space Wolves. Yeah, Space Wolves. They have
Space
the
Wolves.
Wolfen.
Yeah, they have the Wolfen. I thought the lion people could also do it.
They might, but there's no real like there's the Dark Angels, which have Lion L. Johnson, so they have lion like
maybe
iconography, but maybe like a successor chapter of the Space Wolves have, instead of Wolfen, they do
I'd have to look into it.
Lionin. I don't know.
I would have to look into it. But yeah, I think it's really cool. All right, let's get back into it.
In the far future are portrayed as xenophobic, power-hungry tyrants and paranoid religious zealots, which can seem appealing to people who were repeatedly dropped on their head as a baby. In November of 2021, the large unofficial GT Talavera tournament held in Spain found itself infested by one such individual.
Oh, weird question. Are there like, I guess this is going to go into it. Are there championships for like Warhammer?
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's a big one in Las Vegas every year.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's super cool.
Mm-hmm. And then like Gen Con, I believe, will also host like a tournament. I know Magic events are easy to run because you can just run drafts, and drafts are just easy for anybody to drop 15, 20 bucks on and do. But Warhammer ones, you have to bring your armies and shit. There's a lot of local ones at game stores that'll hold them, and then there'll be like regional ones or whatever. I loosely follow some of it when stuff is going on, but competitive Warhammer is so much different than just casually playing or collecting armies and stuff like that.
I mean, it's always like one of those things where
Adepticon's another one.
Oh. Yeah, it's always one of those things where I find it really interesting, like how people do things. how do I say this? One of my more one of the most interesting things for me on the internet is when the Gunpla Championship happens. I think it's really fun.
I did not know there was a Gunpla
Oh
championship.
yes, there is. There's a Gunpla building championship that involves it's like an Olympic thing. So people from different nations. Sometimes one nation can have multiple submissions.
It's international.
Yeah, it's international. The Philippines has won. Singapore has won. Japan has obviously won. I think China has won. I don't think somebody from the U.S. has won. But it's really interesting because they don't just do, like, what's the best-looking model. Sometimes you can recreate scenes from the anime or, like, create your own scene. It's actually really interesting. Maybe we'll get into Gunpla one day. It's super funny.
That'd be cool.
It's so cool.
I follow a lot of, or I follow one specific guy on Instagram who does, like, Gunpla stuff just to get, like, ideas for different things for Warhammer. Because there's a lot of like crossover between the hobbies, or like tools and techniques and shit.
Yeah, I think it's like it was so much fun. I'll show you some stuff after stream.
Who rocked up to the event wearing neo-Nazi imagery, including a swastika made of swastikas, aka the worst names. The player used the pseudonym Austrian Painter.
Why would you fucking do this? Why would you ever do this?
I told you you'd get your answer.
Why? Why would you ever do this? Oh my god. I hate everything at this. I hate everything about this.
It's a thing where sometimes you have to remind people that Warhammer, you don't want to exist in Warhammer, really.
Pimenta, I do know about the Satanic Panic Dungeons and Dragons Tom Hanks movie.
Yes, The Terminal.
The Terminal. What was it? What's the game called? It's called like Caverns and Chaos or some shit like that. It's like it's such a weird movie.
Caverns and Chaos actually sounds fun.
Yeah.
There was a oh gosh, what was it called? I think there's one that I saw, those Wands and Wizards.
Wands and Wizards.
Like
you know what? I'm gonna show you guys. Well, let me actually. I'll pull it up here and then I'll drag it somewhere.
Whoa!
Oh!
What
happened?
Here? What is happening?
I meant to. My computer froze for a second. I meant to open this way. What I was gonna do was pull up Gunpla stuff while we listen.
To play with him, a lesson I figured he would have learned back in kindergarten. One of the opponents, who refused to play against him, demanded that he be expelled from the tournament, but according to the organizers, they were legally barred from doing anything.
How?
Obviously versed in the ways that he can spread his ideology while keeping the majority of his teeth inside his mouth, the provocateur stated that he wasn't causing any problems and would happily play against anyone in the tournament, but if they tried to remove him, he would call the police. Conveniently for him, Nazi symbolism is not illegal to show in Spain,
I hate this.
Even more bizarrely, removing him solely on the basis that he was a neo-Nazi would be considered ideological discrimination.
I'll get angry about that in like 25 seconds. But let's look at some of the things, right? I talked about a little bit about the Gunpla Championship. It's a builder's thing. So this would be open image in new tab. This is a gentleman from Thailand. He made this. He was the winner of the Gunpla Championship. This is like a really sick design. It's inspired by a mythical Thai folklore creature with a little bit of kit bashing. Kit bashing is just combining different kits together.
It's not showing. I don't.
Oh
I think
shit!
might
Why? Oh, you know what?
You got to connect it to the.
No. Yeah. It opened up on a separate tab, which I didn't want it to do.
You just have to take the tab and put it on the same window with the other tabs.
I know. It just was being a poopy head. There we go. Much better.
Oh.
Yeah, these are some of the things that like Gunpla Championships will win. I am going to show the third place winner. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like the second place winner. But I'm gonna show the third place winner because I actually to me it's kind of one of the things I really like. Like the second place winner is okay. So the second place winner is cool. Let me open image and new tab. Let me drag it over. This would be the second place winner, which I get it. This is like really creative because it's like it's a desk creating Gunpla, and like obviously like these are all plastic models. And so he kind of did like a thing where like he made it. I think that is cool. It's not my favorite thing. And then you do have, and that was a South Korean gentleman. And then you have like stuff like this, which it's kind of in relation to what the anime would do. Open image and new tab. And then this is like some of the stuff they would do as well. So like this is like a Psycho Gundam moment from Zeta. For those who don't, I'm a big Gundam fan. This is I don't know. Okay, so what are these? These are Gunpla. Gunpla here are it's an acronym or a shortening for Gundam, a portmanteau for Gundam plastic models. They originally came out in, I believe by the time they actually came out, it was like the 70s or the 80s, which was already the show had been premiering for a number of years by that time, I think. I'm not entirely sure. I'd have to double check. But more importantly, I got into Gundam when I had cancer. I had watched Gundam Wing and G-Fighter Gundam. G-Fighter is the best Gundam. I do not care what anyone ever says. G-Fighter is the best. G-Gundam is cool. Super robots are sick. But typically, Gundam is very grounded in like war and politics. And yes, G-Gundam is just so good, man. The fun fact for those who don't know, the English dub was a medical student who played Domon Kashu, who is the lead character for that show. Yes, I do agree 0080 is very, very... 0080 gives me a different thing, though. MS Company gives me something completely different. It gives me the grounded Vietnam warfare that I would like. Does it have to be a Gundam, or can it be other mecha, too? Hello, Beckett! Okay. Beckett. I do like Thunderbolt. I think Thunderbolt is good, very, very good. But MS Team gives me such a... What I wanted from MS Team is something I really can't find. I love Thunderbolt. I just don't like the later parts of Thunderbolt personally. But one of the things about MS Team specifically, and my two favorite Gundams are Vietnam Warfare and Karate Fighting Gundam. But we'll talk about MS Team for a second. MS Team is so visceral. It's so personal. It's just an OVA. It's about like I think 5-ish episodes, and it's just so. The animation is so beautiful because you have these these ton-weighing robots doing these crazy things, but because they're weighed down by gravity, they move so clunkily, so slowly. And every time like something breaks, like the following episode, they don't just magically fix it. They have to deal with the fact that the part broke or the weapons suck. And it's such an interesting way that they tied everything together. And it's one of the parts that I love about Gundam. Zoids, great series. I will say I liked Zoids as a kid. Not a huge fan of it as an adult. I tried rewatching the anime. Oh, it's rough. It's rough. And I'm not watching it in Japanese, even though I know that it's technically better and closer to the source material, just because like the English voices like hold a very special place in my heart. Same thing with like G Gundam. Has anyone ever Gurren Lagann? Love Gurren Lagann. I'm a huge mecha anime guy. I love Gurren Lagann. Gurren Lagann is one of those shows that are it's just so perfectly what it's supposed to be. It doesn't need to be the best story. It does have a really good story, but it doesn't need to be the best
Can't
story.
believe you have not brought up Robotech at all or Macross. Sorry.
I have never watched Robotech or Macross.
They're
I've
so
watched
old.
I've watched a lot of
What?
mecha stuff. Gunnex Sword. Beckett, I've seen Gunnex Sword. You're not the only one.
You haven't watched Macross.
Okay, so Aura Battler Durbine I do know of actually. Yes, Gunnex Sword I've watched. Aura Battler Durbine I watch. I've seen. I haven't fully watched it.
Have you or have you not watched Escaflowne?
Yes. I think
good.
I like Escaflowne. I do like the idea of mecha being in this like weird Arthurian tale. I would like to go back to that. I just don't think anybody does it well anymore. Mecha anime, for those who don't know, as much as I love it, really fell out of style because how anime was written, and where it started shifting to, mecha got left behind, but it paved the way for a lot of things. Like, if you watch OG Gundam, you will just be kind of shocked with how much they got away with and how you have all of these writers together discussing anti-war sentiments and like their feelings of like a post-nuclear Japan and just how they feel about everything. It's such a really interesting thing. GSX is sorry, GXS. It's a weird one.
Also the earlier Gundam series, they were fucking brutal.
Oh yeah, 100%.
For how they animated people getting fucking just gacked, just getting cracked, just getting annihilated.
Well,
like they didn't really hide that shit. They wanted to show like the brutality of war type shit. Like maybe not too, well, maybe Grave of the Fireflies was worse.
Well,
I don't know.
You gotta think about it, right? There is one that is worse. Tomino, the guy who created Gundam, created, oh my god, what the fuck is that series called? He created a series about kids finding this weird movable giant robot, and there are just scenes where kids just get murdered. Like,
I think I know what you're talking about.
Like a 9-year-old gets a laser gun to the head and it explodes.
Just gets melted, yeah. I think I don't know the name of it, but I have heard of it.
Oh my god, I can.
I have a list.
Told me no. I hold up. I can give it to you right now. I already know what it is. The moment I see it, I'll know it. Oh, it's Edeon. I can already tell you. I didn't even need to look it up. It's Edeon. Right? I'm not crazy. Where is Edeon? Where is Edeon? Where is Edeon? Is it Edeon? Yes, Space Runway Edeon. Space Runway Edeon, fucking insane. War in the Pocket, very good. Gundam OVAs, better most of the time than their actual series counterparts. Space Runway Edeon, fucking wild. It is a little bit of a slog, but it is like one of those things that are just very, it's so kind of crazy. It's so fucking, hold up, let me see if I can find it. YouTube, Space Runway Edeon. I know this is a Warhammer stream, but fuck it, like this is fun. Space Runway Edeon. Let's see if we can find some of the deaths in this. Oh yeah, here. It's the greatest headshot in all of media. The kid gets fucking murked! Yo, 9-year-old kid, fucking dead immediately.
This now, yep.
And this is where getting Tominoid comes from. Because
just getting obliterated.
Yeah, because he got fucking domed. Go where the spear. Yeah, he gets fucking mega domed.
There's a ton of this in this anime where people are just getting got.
Yeah. It's such a beautiful time. Yes, I've seen Bokurano. I actually read it when it came out. Bokurano is a very interesting series where it's a group of kids one summer. They find like a robot / mythical thing, and they get to use the robot. They get to use like a super robot to protect the Earth. However, every time they use it, one of the kids dies. And so it's like an introspective character study on just all of that. It's such a fucking love it so much. There's so much tech anime that I think there's so much tech anime that I love. That is so interesting to me. Another personal favorite. For fuck's sake. I was just typing out the show, almost your description of that show word for word. Yeah. It's getting Tominode is wild.
Tominode.
Yeah, that's what it was called.
I never heard that one.
Bro, I was in anime fucking forums back in the day. That's how I found so much shit.
Dude. I just never heard that one.
Yeah. There's other stuff too. Specifically, like things like there's your Eureka 7. Eureka 7 is interesting. Not my favorite thing. The designs for Eureka 7.
That is not what I called that. I called it Eureka 7.
Before we move on to the topic of forums.
Okay.
I found all of the forum posts I wanted to show.
Okay, we'll get back to that. Thank you. I did see that. But there's a lot of stuff that I love. I love about mecha anime. There's, oh my god, there was one I was thinking of. Oh, yes. If you haven't watched Big O, what the fuck are you doing? Big O
is based.
Big O is, yes, Narutaro is fucking dark. And I didn't know it was the same mangaka. Big O is really Big O is one of those things that I love about watching anime. I don't do it much anymore, but Big O holds a special place in my heart. Blue Gender is interesting. Not just because it had a really great English dub. Okay, I like Code Geass. I have issues with Code Geass. But Big O is part of the wonderful thing that I love about anime, which is reinterpreting Western standards into reinterpreting Western standards of storytelling into the format of anime animation. Because quite honestly, like Big O is, what if Batman... We don't talk about Valvrave the Liberator. There's also another one of those I don't talk about that I have fucking watched. Vandred. I will never talk about Vandred. Fuck that shit. And as well as Aquarion. Do not like Aquarion. I've watched so much of that. I tried giving it so many shots. But more importantly, I love Big O. It's super fun. Before we get back onto the topic, I do want to just explain why, for instance, G Gundam is the best.
Oh, we're still on this?
Brother, you don't understand how much I fucking love this one.
Man,
okay.
G Gundam's animation, it was kind of...
Brother, it was the 80s. What do you mean, the animation?
What do you mean, the 80s? The 80s had much better animation than we have right now.
Yeah, 90s and it was super good.
90 was even better.
Shit, right. I don't know what it's called in English. Let me find it.
Hellsing and Hellsing Ultimate, very good. I love the animation style of Hellsing. I really miss it. I miss that.
I need to watch
slow brooding Ultimate. Ultimate I've watched.
Knights of the Zodiac.
I need to watch Ultimate.
We already talked about Knights of the Zodiac. We already talked about Saint Seiya.
Yeah.
Saint Seiya, the Mexican classic. And I got made fun of for it.
I don't fucking know what it's called in English.
Yeah, it's Knights of the Zodiac. Yeah, someone tell Fauci that 40K has mechs too. I do know. And they take a small city to pilot, I've heard. But yes, let's look at Erupting Burning Finger.
Just put on an episode.
We can't do that.
No.
There's an episode right there.
TOS.
There's a whole episode.
Here we go.
right
Here we
there.
go. Mine burning red.
Oh my god.
Tells me it's victory. Erupting burning finger.
You are.
Oh, I fucking love this show, dude.
You're
And guess what?
such a
It's
weeb.
Heat End. Say it. Say it. Heat End. Bro, this is like this G Gundam is my thing. So the fucking G Gundam and Gundam Wing, I love them. There used to be there used to be a
everyone
store.
likes Gundam Wing. I can't hate that.
You want to know something really interesting?
appreciate that.
Gundam Wing was not as popular immediately in Japan as it was in the West. It got more popular later on.
because it got put on Toonami in like the late early 2000s. Everyone fucking loved it.
Yeah, but it's so good. But yeah, I mecha anime is one of this style of animation obviously lost the time for a variety of reasons. It does make me genuinely sad.
Mecha anime tier list went.
Oh boy, that would be a thing. Listen, friends, I'm gonna tell you something. The best mecha Thomas the Tank Engine. God damn it, Beckett, no. Ay. I mean, I think there is, if I remember correctly, there is like a Thomas the Tank Engine Voltron kind of thing. I would have to look it up.
What? No. What are you talking about? No.
Yeah, wait, yeah, there's like a Thomas the Tank Engine, but I think somebody made it.
There's only canonically there's only two Voltrons. There's the vehicle one and there's the lion one.
We are not
The vehicle one, which
I do not.
the vehicle one got a lot less press.
We are not. Yes. There was a Transformer that was called Super Thomas. Let me see if I can find it. Bear with me a moment. We have digressed past 40K lore because
we're not entirely, because we could just turn this right into like, oh, what's your favorite Titan? You know?
Super Thomas, train transformable, open in new tab.
Are you thinking about the Power Ranger train Mechazord?
Here you go. Yeah.
I forgot that was a thing.
You mean Tokuger? Do you mean Tokuger?
I'm just reading chat.
Okay. No. This is Thomas the Tank Engine.
Thank you,
guys.
Beckett,
Chat. Listen, we're gonna have a conversation. This is a good 40K stream. Thank you so much, Beckett. Knights of Sidonia, very, very good.
It's a good song. It's a good song.
Knights of Sidonia is really good. I wish Blame got a larger adaptation. I understand why.
Look, if you wanna get in Beckett's good graces, just start talking about BattleTech.
I mean, yeah, BattleTech is cool. I've admittedly never really played.
See, I played the video games of BattleTech. Never played the actual like tabletop.
No, I've never played.
Strategy
I've
game.
never played BattleTech. Listen, Beckett, if you want to teach me
BattleTech and
BattleTech,
Mech Warrior.
I'll play. I don't care.
BattleTech and Mech Warrior was a thing.
Yeah. So what you're talking about? Who said about the Power Ranger Mechazord thing? So Natsurai, you are talking about Tokuger. For those who don't know, which is nobody except Cloudy. Cloudy is the one that hears everything about my love of Super Sentai.
Cloudy don't remember shit.
He really.
No, I love Super Sentai. Guys,
I didn't say you
Tokusatsu
didn't.
shows and Super Sentai, specifically, I like Super Sentai, kind of. My main love is Kamen Rider. For those who don't know, Kamen Rider is fucking cool, man.
Valja,
I want to note that
I should. I
yeah.
have it. I haven't
You should
played it.
stream it.
Oh god.
So
Stream.
to give chat some, context, Cloudy and Falgi were just in VC one night, just watching Kamen Rider, and I am just listening to them react to Kamen Rider.
Well, it's me reacting to Kamen Rider and explaining things. I love Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider is like one of those things that is super, super fun. I wish Super Sentai had the fit of Kamen Riders. Cursing Jam, we're going to have a conversation about that. Because it can. It just depends on the season we're in.
Are we going to veer back into
40K?
40K or
Yes.
No.
We will
Yeah.
veer back into 40K. Guys, it's been an hour. Have you seen the Motor Rider film, which covers the first season? Yes. Yes. So Hideki Anno is a huge fan of Kamen Rider. Specifically so, very famously, he got married in a Kamen Rider suit. Specifically, Ichigo. So the Kamen Rider film, Shin Kamen Rider, is a retelling of Kamen Rider's first 2 seasons. So you had Kamen Rider Ichigo and Kamen Rider Nigo. Ichigo, in Nigo, the way you're separated is the gloves. Ichigo has grayish black gloves and Nigo has red gloves. Interestingly enough, hello Lunar Moon T, we are talking about Kamen Rider. Interestingly enough, Kamen Riders, they are cyborgs created by the Nazis. It is.
It always goes back to the Nazis.
It is.
I mean, we are circling because we started here with the Nazi at a 40K convention, and eventually we've now circled back to Kamen Riders were created by Nazis.
Well, yeah,
so
it was.
We've come full circle.
Episode, bad guys. Yeah. It does a lot. The Shin movies do a lot with the lore of the series. For me, Kamen Rider will always be one of the most fun things I ever got into. It gets crazy. If you liked Beckett, if you like watching like a long form television show, or anybody, if you liked Shin Kamen Rider, my honest suggestion is if you want to look more into Kamen Rider, I would start with Heisei Phase 1. There are 2 Heisei phases, we'll get there. Heisei Phase 1's a revival of Kamen Rider, which would be Kamen Rider Kuga. It's very melodramatic. It's very visceral. Here, I will show a scene from Kamen Rider Kuga because fuck it.
I'm gonna ask Becca a quick question. Is this what all commentary creators do when it's a low drama week?
No, it's not that it's low. I fucking love this show. Hold up. Kamen Rider Kuga. Where do you watch Kamen Rider Kuga? Okay, where do I watch Kamen Rider and his writers? So, Tokusatsu is a company that will do it. They will show you how to do it. That's mighty. Oh, this is just the transformation sequence. So we can watch this real quick. But yeah, let's see
the
how this
Candy Addict?
goes. No, the Candy is the newest season, but we'll get 333.
Lunar.
I would have to purchase Skyrim. I've never played a Bethesda game.
How did you not own Skyrim?
I don't care. I don't very much care for Bethesda. I don't like their games.
I don't know if you like it because it's fantasy too.
I like fantasy games.
Starfield. That's more up your
I
speed.
would not play Starfield. No, I actually do like fantasy. I just never. What do you
I
mean?
guess you like D&D because I was gonna say I don't.
I
never
played.
talked about
I
fantasy
beat Kingdoms of Amalur.
Yeah,
you know,
that's boo boo.
It is boo boo, but I wanted to beat it just to say I beat it.
You're the guy. You're the one guy they talk about. And like, hey,
Yeah.
and one person's beating our game.
I Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning. It's okay. What do you mean? No, Cloudy would not do that. What, you beat it? What the fuck? Yeah, I played the Re-Reckoning.
The Re-Reckoning.
Yeah, it came out. It came out with like a re-release. They fixed it and then they put it on PC and PS4.
Called Re-Reckoning.
Can I draw you and Cloudy in the Skyrim meme? Yes, of course you can. But okay.
I don't think you can until Falgi plays it.
No, you can.
Hey,
Maybe it'll make me play
you're
it. Who
finally
knows?
awake.
Oh, good point.
You were trying to cross the border, right?
Okay, hold
Walked
up.
right into that Imperial ambush. Same as us. And that thief over there. Damn you, Stormcloaks.
Okay, let's.
You know what, Cat? Fauci would side with Ulfric Stormcloak. You're right.
Okay, so I know enough about the lore to know. Yeah, but let's get into this.
God's approval for this.
What do you mean?
They're in a church.
God's approval. They don't need God's approval. I'm gonna move you guys for a second. Also, fuck, this is one of those. So the big thing with Kuga was you weren't supposed to know what these fuckers were saying. So if you ever watch it, try to find a version that doesn't have this. You're not supposed to know what they say. Also, all practical effects, by the way. These are stunt actors in suits. They get fucked up, and it is sick. Also, they're boyfriends. These two, they kiss all the time. You will find a meme that said, "I will beat you with the power of the friendship and this gun I found somewhere." That's where this comes from. But yeah, that is Kamen Rider. You can watch the first 2 episodes of Kuga on their YouTube page. Yeah. Kuga's really good. It does put expectations really high if you do start with Kuga. Obviously, over time, you know, Kamen Rider became a lot more about the toys. I get it. You need to make money. But goddamn if I don't miss it every day when it wasn't about the money. Because goddamn was it just powerful. Oh, okay. Let's get back into Warhammer 40k Nazi.
What a thing to say.
Oh, what a wrapped around my finger.
And the smug little asshole may well have a case against them if they attempted it. It was for these reasons that the tournament organisers said that they were unfortunately forced to give the win to the man who worshipped the goose-stepping gunsucker, as his opponents refusing to play against him effectively counted as a forfeit. Despite being given this free win, the man with a consolation prize for a brain didn't place anywhere notable in the tournament. While this wasn't an official Games Workshop tournament, it still managed to cause enough of a stir for Games Workshop to make an official statement that doesn't specifically mention the spicy Spaniard, but is still clearly in response to the event.
Killjoy, send that to me.
Points out that the setting of 40k is satirical, not aspirational. Something you would think almost anyone taking a cursory glance at the
did he
game
legitimately say Nazi tee funny?
No, he said that he's a member of the neo-Nazi party in I guess Spain or whatever. Spain has a non-ideology discriminatory laws.
Well, do you know why that is?
No, I'm just answering your question. You can't interrupt me if I'm answering your question.
You know, some of the Nazis fled to Spanish-speaking countries. Just gonna say, it is a thing. Bush.
What do you mean, shush? I didn't say anything.
Even state that if you
not
show
you,
up to a
numbnut.
Games Workshop event wearing symbols
No,
of
you can't
real-life
call me
hate
numbnut.
groups,
You're
you
numbnut.
will be barred from participating, and that they don't want
Thank
your
you,
money.
Killjoy.
You know you're a part of some sick shit when even Games Workshop doesn't want your money. Some fans saw this post as virtue signaling from Games Workshop, decrying that the hobby maker had gone woke, which by that logic means the Allies were also woke kings when they bullied Hitler into painting his final piece using chunks of his brain matter. Still, the vast majority of the community seemed in favour of Games Workshop's statement, outside of some no doubt very productive discussion around whether the Imperium of Man are good or not. While it might have been illegal to expel him on
I don't think
grounds, the
again,
GT Talavera organ.
I think that's the one thing I will say I like about Warhammer is no one's really a good guy and not necessarily the bad guy. They are just the guy.
The guy of all time.
I don't hate that. I actually think that's a really interesting way to tell a story. Because it's an interesting way to go about how presenting your story as that is, hey, I'm just the guy of all time. I think that's, again, it's a fun time. Yeah, let's get back into it.
Organizers said in their statement that they are working to write legal tools into the terms of the tournament, that would allow them to legally expel people promoting hate groups at their events.
All right.
Preferably.
I have been told the Skyrim piece is done. Okay, let's have a conversation real quick while I veer off this topic. I've watched Lunar create art. It's fucking so quick, it's kind of scary. I don't know how to feel about this.
I can hear her say it too.
I can hear her say it. That's the crazy part. I can hear her in my head say it. That's what actually scares me. I can hear her. That's wild. Ay ay ay.
Does this imply that she's gonna die?
Oh yeah, that does. Well,
You're finally awake.
well,
You're trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that Imperial ambush. Same as
Cat
us.
knows. Cat, how do you know all this?
And that thief over there. Damn you, Stormcloaks. Skyrim was fine until you came along.
well, Cat,
Empire was nice and lazy. Yes?
Cat is our local voice actor. What do you mean? How does Cat know this?
Local. He's local to me, not you.
No, he's local to us.
He's localer to me.
I will. Why you gotta be so mean?
Why you gotta be so mean?
Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know I'm human too?
He should have said, "Don't you know I'm human too, man?"
Human, too bad. No, he should have just said too bad.
With the use
Too
of
bad
a
he wasn't even
catapult.
alive when that song came out.
What? Yes, he was.
Yeah, it's called Yes and. God
God
you're so
damn it! What are
shit
you
at this.
doing? No, I can
You're
yes
so
and it.
shit at streaming.
I am not shit at streaming. You fuck.
20-minute video. It's
This
taking
story's
us
got
100 minutes to
a
get.
soft spot for
Oh,
some
20-minute video. We're an hour and 44 minutes into streaming.
All right, guys. Another
I
100 minutes
say
will be done.
we not watch the rest of the video and start the story.
I mean, we can still keep going. I just have to use the restroom, so I'm just gonna let the video run, and Greg will talk to the chat.
No, I won't.
Put it on double speed or
No,
quadruple
we're not putting
speed.
on double speed. I don't have quadruple
Possibly
speed. I'll put it at
even more than the
1.25.
idea of neo-Nazis invading your hobby, the same way
1.5,
venereal disease
please.
invades your crotch.
I
I
did.
am, of course, talking about the end times, or how Games Workshop took 30 years of plot, backstories, and beloved characters and slowly fed them all into a blender in the hopes that the spectacle of it all might make
Isn't
money
Kat
fall
your
from your
roommate,
wallet.
Foundry?
Warhammer Fantasy
No.
was Games
I am
Workshop's
not. I move
original
along.
IP, Do Not Steal, made to utilize the models they were previously making for use in
Wait, in
role-playing games
trouble.
such as Dungeons and Dragons,
In
another
trouble.
hobby that we've found is rife with many scandals. The first Warhammer Fantasy rulebook was
As we're
released in
speeding through all
1983,
this,
and the combination
Chad, what
of
is your
rulebooks and
favorite army?
miniatures quickly put them on the wargaming map.
Yeah.
4 years later, in
I
1987, a
fucking
spin-off
love
rulebook named
Nurgle.
Warhammer
I
40,000
find
Rogue Trader was
Grandpa
released,
Nurgle to be the
which allowed
best.
you to use your fantasy miniatures in a
Papa
lightweight,
Nurgle.
skirmish-based science fiction setting, later referred to as just Warhammer 40k, named after the average amount of money that a Warhammer player will spend on the hobby each year. Warhammer Fantasy was a game of investment, with players pouring exceptional amounts of time and money into the factions they resonated with, either because they were fun to play, had a cool backstory, or were just neat to look at. This is all well and good if you played one of the more popular factions, as you would receive regularly updated rulebooks that
Lunar.
provided significant
I like the
upgrades for your
orcs.
army,
Because
assuming
I
you
heard
bought the
that there's the
corresponding new models as
optimum
well, of
one
course.
to
The
live
less
in.
popular factions,
So
meanwhile, were forced to
realistically,
suck shit for
the
years, or in some
orcs
cases, even a decade.
would be a
such as the
utopia,
poor
but they
Bretonians,
really
whose
love
last
fighting.
update was
They
in
love fighting too
2004.
much.
In the early 2010s, after 30 years of
There's
existence,
there's no
interest in Warhammer
need
Fantasy
for them
was
to do
waning.
anything.
While this could partially
They-
be
they
attributed
are
to the high
spores.
barrier of entry,
They've
that turned
perfected
away
their
new players
society.
and restricted old players
Yeah,
from
no, society's
experimenting with new
perfect
armies,
for them.
Games Workshop was
They just
also unwilling
really
to
like
consistently update the
fighting.
game, instead choosing to focus on 40k.
Like,
Recognizing
fighting
that this
and
barrier
dying
to
is
entry was
just
halting the game's growth.
another day,
Games
and
Workshop
that's-
set out to
that's
do the
fun.
unthinkable. No, not update the game's rules to make them more accessible or lower their prices. Are you mad? In a moment of orcish
Never.
genius,
Never
they instead
lower their
opted to
prices.
smash everything into little bits and then keep smashing them until they formed a fine spreadable paste. In 2014, Games Workshop began releasing a series of 5 books named The End Times, which included updated rules for brand new models, as well as the first real progression the game's overarching plot has ever really
So,
seen.
2 years out, Greg, what is this
Buh.
done?
2 years out. What?
This is 2 years out.
This
The-
video?
No, yeah, because there's the War End Times, 2 years out now.
This was 2014.
Okay, so years out. How do we feel about this?
That's fine. Age of Sigmar is thriving.
Okay, I just asked. I don't know
Yeah.
nothing.
Greg, have you ever read the story of Jim Bro and with 40K.
No, I don't think so.
I'll find it later.
All right, let's get back into it.
There's a lot going on in each of these books, as they're essentially chronicling what each faction is doing in the lead up to the end of the world, with its lore page on the wiki so long that scrolling barely makes the scroll bar tick down.
God!
Some players were excited about finally receiving major plot updates, while other people felt that the characters and factions they had grown to love were either acting out of character or just flat out ignored. Also, the Skaven blow up the moon. The final book drops and chaos wins. Warhammer's always had a dark tone, but having your entire fantasy world turn to ash as it's enveloped with darkness is probably about as dark as you can get. Literally. The world wasn't the only thing left in the dark, as fans were left wondering where things would go from here, and if the armies they spent hundreds or even thousands of dollars on would still be usable. Thankfully, they didn't have to wait long to find out, although the answer might not have been quite what they were looking for. July 2015, just 4 months after the end of Warhammer Fantasy, saw the release of Warhammer Age of Slugma, or Sigmar. A hip, sexy, new millennial version of Warhammer Fantasy, with none of those boring rules for nerds. After all, this isn't your dad's fantasy war game. The rules book went from the 300-page long Warhammer Fantasy brick that you could use to kill most rodents to a rulebook shorter than a Chinese takeaway menu that would leave most rodents unscathed and laughing at your ineffective bludgeon. Of course, rulebooks aren't marked on their ability to cause bodily harm.
Killjoy says Fauci in 10 years of Age of Sigmar has basically doubled the army types versus old fantasy, and Age of Sigmar is absolutely great, but they did eventually phase out. That does suck, phasing out old models.
They brought it back with Warhammer: The Old World, which is or Warhammer Fantasy: The Old World, so you can play all those old things in the older game still.
Oh,
and they have plastic versions of a lot of those older kits.
Good to know.
But Age of Sigmar and The Old World are just two different games.
That's weird, but good to know.
That may have been the one thing that the early Age of Sigmar rules could be used for, while removing the extensive army composition and regimenting in favour of 40k skirmish-style combat definitely streamlined things. Many of these features were the reason that people had come to love the game in the first place. On top of it all, some dribbling toothlicker in management decided that Age of Sigmar should play like a drunken game of Jackbox, where the only jokes anyone knows are bad Monty Python parodies, and added in a variety of wacky rules that appealed exclusively to band kids with no inside voice. These included letting out a primal war cry to add 1 to all hit rolls made for your Wargore standard bearer, or holding a goblet aloft and shouting, "For the lady!" to re-roll failed hit rolls on your Grail Knights, or the ability to re-roll any failed hit rolls as long as your moustache is bigger and more impressive than your opponent's, a rule that would unfairly penalise any woman playing, if any woman actually played Warhammer. Age of Sigmar was also released without any point system, which assigns units point values based on their power level in order to balance games for competitive play. These changes were partly due to management's desire to make the game less about
betas were all
the game,
killed,
and more about the collecting and modeling side of things. That is assuming your
she wore on my hammer till my 40k.
favorite factions
pretty
even
much.
still.
This first edition of Age of Sigmar is universally hated.
Mm.
And then they eventually got it right, but it's been 3 or 4 editions since then now.
Ah, I see.
Existed to be collected, as many of the less popular factions were dropped harder than campaign promises after Election Day, leaving many players with nothing but pleasant memories and unusable armies. This came as a spit in the face to the players who had enjoyed the old gameplay style of fantasy, who were also reeling from the fact that their beloved, detailed, and famously not silly world had just been flushed down the toilet and replaced with an even less funny game of Cards Against Humanity. Perhaps still bitter about not being able to trademark the name Space Marine, Games Workshop took this opportunity to rename many of their fantasy races to ones that are decidedly easier to trademark. Dwarves became Duradin, elves became elves, and Games Workshop's legal team became richer by the day. To say that Warhammer fans were outraged would be an understatement, with entire regiments of them flanking the information superhighway to announce their disgust in civil, respectful ways.
Yells.
And setting their armies on fire in protest.
Not the
trailer
armies!
for the new setting also has its likes and dislikes disabled, aka the Coward's Gamble. Huge swaths of players boycotted the game, sold off their old armies, or moved on to a different war game entirely, and some Skaven players attempted to blow up the moon in real life out of protest. To add insult to injury, a string of some of the best Warhammer video games we've ever seen, released after Age of Sigmar, that was still set in the old fantasy world, that I'll remind you was no longer being supported on the tabletop.
Interesting.
The irony of it all is that beneath all the silly gags
So yeah,
and
Vermintide
paper thin
2
lore, the gameplay actually
is
had
the
some
old
solid
world.
Oh. I've heard. I actually have that game. I've heard good things. Age of Ligma. So essentially, they produced this. It didn't work well, and there we are. So now we're gonna get to the tiki funny parts before we go to whatever the fuck this female custody bullshit is about. Actually, you know what? Let's do female custody stuff first because it's only 9 minutes, and then we'll get to the tiki funny part. The part that you're all here for, chat, because Kat.
So who is this?
Apparently, this is some weird guy named the Golden One.
Oh, you don't know who? I thought you knew who this was.
No, Killjoy sent it to us. Killjoy said he's like some random neo-Nazi guy, apparently.
Oh god, the Golden One, this fucking dude.
Yeah, he's like a buff neo-Nazi.
Yeah, he's literally a neo-Nazi.
Oh,
Him
Troy.
and Arch Warhammer are both literal neo-Nazis.
I thought we were just gonna have a fun one. Why do we gotta?
Well, no, because this is about the female custodies.
I know, but I thought we were having a fun one.
Yeah,
No, we're not, Greg. There's always gonna be drama. There will always be
Greg.
drama. We always have to talk about drama.
Greg. The fun is at the end of the stream because Kat has gotten us some old green text for us to read. 9 minutes, about 90 minutes realistically. That about, yeah, we'll get there. Let's see what this is about.
Has the time come to say farewell to Games Workshop? Now perhaps you aren't familiar with Games Workshop.
Put the script at eye level for the love of
Yeah,
Christ.
Put it at eye level, or get the teleprompter. That'll
Put the script at eye level for the love of Christ. You look psychotic. Oh, first and foremost, good for his gains. I respect the gains, even if he is a piece of shit. It takes a lot of effort to do it. But just move the script up, dog. Just move it up. Like you have like a decent following. You have like the 128k subs. Like just one of them.
Sad that he does, really.
It's sure he could also still be a piece of shit. But just put the fucking thing up. Oh yeah, he's roided to hell. Listen, this is the thing you gotta know. Steroids still take a lot of fucking effort to manage. Not just from a medical standpoint, but because like if you're not working out to an insane degree that would, can you turn up the Nazi a little bit? Fucking Rocky.
You didn't finish your sentence.
No. But if you work out, you have to work out to an insane degree, even on steroids, because it's just going to make you look misshapen and bad.
He's not natty, bitch.
I mean, I've always said this. I don't really care if you're natty or not, if you know the risks and you're doing it safely. I've never given a fuck. What I will say is that if you're not natty,
You're a bitch.
No, if you're not natty, don't pretend that you are. You don't need to pretend to be natty. That to me is the worst part about people who aren't.
I don't know what that means.
So natty is natural. So in the bodybuilding world,
I thought you're saying an addy, like an addict.
Nat.
No, natty.
Natty. I have no problem if you're not natty. It's just more of a, if you aren't, don't claim that you are. Liver King, you dumb fuck. You also, I've been told,
wow.
yeah, and then every report is that he smells like a pile of shit. Like he acts, because like, you know, eating rotting corpses is actively is bad. To be fair,
yeah,
the dude is an Odinist. Odin literally gouged out his eye to gain power on the brand.
I thought it was to gain knowledge.
It was to gain knowledge.
Yeah.
It was.
So
perhaps you.
Okay, let's get back into it.
Aren't familiar with the Horus Heresy, with Warhammer 40k. Even if you aren't, I would still encourage you to listen to my profound insight in this video, because as we're all appreciators of Hermetic wisdom,
I'm tuning out already.
No,
above,
Greg, you're the
below,
only.
So you can use this example to
Greg, you're the one that can
analyze
counter.
other similar happenings.
I don't want
So
to.
basically, I'm not going to go into all too much detail here, because we're going to get to the point relatively quickly. So anyway, Warhammer 40k Warhammer Fantasy, even the old world, it's gone increasingly woke over the last few years, and now
Can't even say the word right.
Okay, hey,
don't make fun of accents.
We don't do
We
that
can make
here.
funny. We can make fun of your accent, Q.
I will not make fun of accents.
So
We can make fun of the.
I think because he's a neo-Nazi, he's exempt from that rule.
Listen, there's so many things that we can make fun of. The fact that he has to take like a big deep breath between every word because he has to talk like this because Warhammer gone woke. He's so monotone, it's weird. And he's like whispering into his mic, be angrier. That's the problem. You're still like a Swede. You're not angry enough. It doesn't work. It's not as fun if you're not angry.
why is this, you might ask? And you can see many examples of this. So when they revamped the old world, which I was excited for to begin with, but then they started immediately the first new novel showing Bretonnian female knights, and we'll get into this in a...
Oh no.
Not the women!
It's the women!
Not the women!
It's the women! Just say, listen.
Not the vaginas!
Just say you like kissing dudes. It's okay to say
Just
you're
say you
gay.
And you can model your models however you want. If you don't want women knights in your Bretonnian armies, don't do it. Like,
But it's also, you could just say, you know what? I like kissing the bros. I like when we make out and our muscles are rippling. You can say that it's okay. You don't need to hate women. Just be gay.
Bro kisses the homies goodnight.
Yeah. Pimenta, he's dead inside. Respect it.
in a minute as well with female representation, because it's absolutely not what it's about. But first things...
Then what is it about? If there's female... You
Yeah,
can't...
what's it about, buddy? What do you mean?
Wait, that's so funny. It's not about female representation, guys. I'm just mad that there are lady knights now. That's so
I'm
funny.
mad about vaginas.
I'm so mad. They're vaginas. I don't want them. I just want the fish and the bros. Oh, I love this guy so much. He's so stupid. He's so dumb.
First, why is Games Workshop suddenly going woke, or suddenly, over the last few years? Yes.
Lunar Muti with the 333. Oh. Lunar Moon Tea, first and foremost, thank you very much. Lunar says, just want to say I really like your guys' content. You guys are chill and sweet, and thank you for welcoming me into such a loving community. Lunar, you're welcome here anytime. You know that. Also, this man is built like a Roblox man, and that's very funny to me. He honestly is. He's just so blocky. It's weird. It's just...
his proportions are funny. I feel like they make like statues based off him.
Yeah, but he has like such soft like facial features.
Yeah,
and it's just like, my man, just kiss the
He's a
homies.
gentle boy.
Yeah,
He's
like
a gentle boy.
He's like a gentle anti-woke channel because he's still like polite on the inside. It's so funny. It's so dumb.
Goes nuts. Goes fucking wild.
It's so fucking funny.
he says the quiet part out loud, but he says it like genuinely
He
and
says it
smiling,
gently.
and he bakes you cookies after.
Yeah, and it's like he also says the quiet part very quietly because he's just
Yeah,
super
you're right.
polite.
But he does say it.
I don't know why. This is making me laugh so much. Oh fuck, I'm like sweating in laughter. Let's go on.
One would think that it's to cater to left-wing extremists, and the left-wing extremists flatter themselves by believing so themselves. But we can look at the major shareholders in
Okay,
Games
let's have a conversation real quick. Let's have a real conversation with real quick.
The left wing, in a UK company, but U.S. politics is basing the decisions.
It's not even just that. Here's the reality: corporations, in it inherently cannot be left wing.
Yeah,
It's literally makes no sense. They are corporations.
Bro doesn't know what a capitalism.
Like,
bro can't capitalism.
Like they can have, let's just say, quote unquote, leftist agendas, quote unquote, meaning, oh, hey, look, the demographic of our player base is improved. Let's just listen, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Buff women are hot. Why would you not want buff women? Unless you only like buff men and their rippling muscles.
Ooh.
Just say you like the bros. Please. Yes, rainbow capitalism. Just say you like the bros. Just do it. Just like, it's okay. It's okay. I love this guy so much. I love him. He's so funny. I don't know why.
It's all he hasn't even talked for a full minute.
I
and a half,
know.
and he's
He
your
just
favorite.
makes me giggle. Yes, we can have both. We can have everything. It doesn't matter.
Workshop, and then we see a certain company, BlackRock. And now, what does BlackRock do? You
Oh
might
my
ask?
God,
Yes.
the BlackRock
Okay,
reference.
okay, guys. Does anyone know what BlackRock actually does?
It's obsidian, right? That's how we get to the Nether.
No. BlackRock is the furthest thing from woke. Oh, they just have their hands in everything and they destabilize countries. It's finance. Like, people are so stupid. It's
Nobody
so
liked
fucking
my
stupid.
joke.
It's just like,
It's George Soros and the Jew.
oh, fuck. Well, that's always my thing about, like, both sides of the political spectrum will mention BlackRock as the ontological evil for both sides, and it's just really funny. I don't even know how to describe how funny that is to me. It's just like, it's just an investment firm. It has a lot of people's money in it, and the fact that anti-woke channels and even quote-unquote woke channels will revert to BlackRock as the end-all be-all evil, it's like, just chill. Please. Don't give them your money if you don't want to. Please. Oh, it's so... Yeah. Lunar, so if you don't know, BlackRock is just an investing firm that they just take rich people's money and put it places. I use BlackRock for my school funds. That's funny. But yeah, it's just an investment firm. They have their hands in very many pots. Like, BlackRock was being called out for, I think, like 2 years ago, because they were an investment firm that was undercutting and undermining, like, renters laws and things like that. And, like, they owned, like, a swath of real estate that was, like, undercutting renters and violating, violating renters codes, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong on that. I'd have to double check the story. But it's like one of those things where it's like, it's just a company that puts people's money elsewhere. It's all it is. Has no agenda. This is hilarious.
They have a certain system in place which rewards companies for being essentially woke.
Oh, it's the ESG scores, EGS
Woke.
scores.
Woke.
It's just marketability. Like, they don't care. None of these companies care because outrage also gets you money. These companies don't have feelings. Oh, I love this man.
Use that terminology. When I say woke, I mean extreme leftist. You can use whichever term
Extreme
you want. So when I say
leftist, guys!
in this sense,
Extreme
I don't mean
leftist.
someone who's concerned with
Guys,
You notice how these guys, whenever they say that, they always say the extreme left, but realistically, they're just saying the entire left. They're saying the entire idea.
yeah.
But they phrase it in a way to assume the extreme version of it.
Yeah. It's just really funny. Yes, this woke company invests in land and paramilitary groups. Super woke. Yeah,
The
Killjoy.
paramilitary groups are investing in DEI.
They're shooting the gay bullets.
They're shooting the trans bullets.
Oh yes, the trans bullets. That's right.
They're
That's
shooting
right.
the trans bullets.
Guess what? Hashtag battle queers. Oh, no. We've lost Greg and Kat. I feel so bad.
No, I'm here.
This is, I don't know why he just makes me laugh. He just giggle.
working class rights or anything like that. We're talking about degeneracy, basically. So there is a thing
What's the
called
degeneracy, though?
ESG, and that basically means
What is
that
it?
it's easier for a company to get.
Just kiss the bros. Just kiss your homies. We know you do it at the gym.
All right. Ackman put out a video literally like yesterday, and it's going over the woke video game list. And and almost like 80 to 90% of this list is just, they call it woke, but really it's just because there's gay people in it. Because gay people.
Yeah, I mean,
because the gays.
I don't care. I mean, like, listen, there are bad games with gay people. There are good games with gay people. I don't give a shit. This is just really funny.
That's just what I mean. Like, you're using the word woke to just say gay people.
Yeah, okay. That's yes. Golden one would be the guy that's in the sauna with the homies.
He'd be in the sauna with the homies.
Sauna?
The sauna.
It's the sauna.
No, I know. What does that mean, though?
I mean, you're naked in the sauna with the homies.
You're not always naked in saunas.
In European ones, predominantly.
I mean,
European people don't care as much. Yes, I know you wear a towel.
I'm American.
America, let's go.
I don't like having my penis hanging out with other people around.
I mean, I wear a towel in the sauna, but I don't know.
The sauna.
Of course, you have two ways to make money, or to gain money, rather. So you have a loyal customer base, or you can get loans from
Lunar Moon Team with the 333 again. Lunar, what are you doing?
Yeah, please make sure you can pay your bills before donoing. But thank you very much.
The woke games are.
I can't dono as much.
The woke games are allowing you to romance. Thank you, yes. But thank you so much for your donations. Very, very appreciated. Woke games allow you to romance Diesel and Falgi. The left has gone too far. I will say this. If somehow, some way, you guys create an Opp Block / Diesel dating sim
crossover event?
Yeah, crossovers dating sim game, I will 100% play it. I will play it.
Will you voice yourself?
Yes, 100% I would voice myself.
No, I am voicing Falgi in the game.
No!
Otherwise, it's a conflict of interest.
It's not a conflict of interest.
Yes, because
I would
not let you voice yourself in.
I want Cat to voice Diesel.
Eric's.
Hi, I'm Diesel.
No.
I'm scared of money.
He's in the call with us right now.
He's in the call with us right now. No, but in all seriousness, you could do it. I don't give a fuck. I'll play the shit out of it. Better yet, I'll make sure Cloudy plays it. She will play the shit out of it anyways, because, it's Diesel. She can, finally swoon him.
I'm scared of money and delicious, delicious fruits.
It's Diesel.
Yeah. Diesel, he's scared of watermelons.
Listen, summon him. Poppy needs to be the voice of Poppy. Listen, I will tell you this right now. You guys can summon him at any time. He won't.
No, please don't add him.
I don't add him.
No,
I meant more like.
Don't add Diesel.
No, I didn't mean add him. I meant like, is it like, play the game, make the game. He'll play it, and you'll be fine.
He played the coffin of Lele and whatever. He'll play it.
Yeah, because I bought it for him.
Yeah, he'll play it.
He played the incest game. All right.
Yes, the good end is Diesel gets involved with a watermelon and has watermelon children. That is the good end. I will say this right now. Please tell me. Oh yeah, you guys could do it. Yeah, the good end would be. I will need lore help. I haven't watched a lot of Diesel. Ask the community. The community will supply. You have no idea what this community knows.
Ask the community, and they will provide.
Even better yet, you can ask Cloudy for instance. She also she has more lore than I do. Cat, Greg, and Cloudy are the lore masters. No, yeah, the bad end would be piss goonering. It would be piss goonering.
No, the bad ending would be Goonie and VC.
I don't like that.
Here's all the lore for Diesel you need. He's a dude. He's Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rico.
He is friends with Wyatt. And then he sells coffee. That's everything you need to know about Diesel. Oh, and he likes the gym.
Yes.
He likes the gym.
I also like the gym. And goblins. He does love goblins.
And goblins. Yeah, he likes goblins.
And he loves being bullied by women. So, specifically in the game, all the bullying choices are how you get Diesel. Like, typically, in a visual novel, you would want to pick, like, the best choices, like the nice choices. No. You would have to pick the most bully choices humanly possible. That's how it works. All right, let's get back into this.
And if you have a high score of ESG, you will have an easier time getting these loans. And to get a good rating here, to be trusted with loans, you have to implement certain policies, certain woke policies. So there is actually a quite brutal example of this. Perhaps you even remember Bud Light. Now, I'm not a fan of beer at all, and I don't mind if a beer company goes bad for a beer company, because I don't think you should drink beer. It's highly estrogenic. So if you're a woman, you can drink beer. Of course, it can.
Oh my god! This guy's just insane.
Beer is estrogenic! Holy shit! This guy's fucking stupid! I just sped it up a little bit because he pauses so much.
There's a point in time when beer is known as the most masculine drink on the planet, or in America. So to hear him say beer is estrogenic is amazing.
Fuck, beer is estrogenic is the funniest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
We gotta show this guy to Do. I think Do would love this, man.
Do? Wait, yes! Where's Q when you need him? Because Q's a big beer drinker. He'd be fucking freaking out.
Q is straight edge. He doesn't drink or smoke.
I'm here and I'm furious.
Chad, is alcoholism a women's sport?
It's a women's sport.
Women exclusive alcoholism.
Women is the alcohol is the women exclusive DLC pack.
Killjoy, I'm sorry I doubted you.
Chad, you heard Beats by Dad. Get ready for beers by Mom.
Beers by Mom. I may have to tell my dad because he drinks so much beer. Docho, Do, they live too close together. Bro, we have an upcoming Do specific stream. It's soon. When it happens, would it be tomorrow? I don't know.
No. It might be this weekend or next week, but
yeah. But we have a very specific for those who were around for the Cybersmith stream, we have a very, very specific Do stream that is going to be a la that. So get ready for that. Like, mark your calendars. It's super fucking interesting. But holy shit, I can't believe he just said that it just estrogenic beer. He probably is just talking about the fucking calories in it and the fact that it makes you fat, I guess. I don't fucking know.
That's the only thing I could think of, other than it's pink-pilled beer. I don't know what he's saying.
Yeah, because he's talking he's like, oh my god, it's so dumb.
Even be good for you, but for a man drinking beer, not so good. But even so, it shows how, a policy coming from one side, it is damaging to the brand, but they do it anyway because the politics, it's more important.
Beer gives you titties.
This is also something everyone needs to understand, that for many individuals, myself included, by the way, money is not the most important thing. Your political mission
heard of
is
beer
the most
belly
important
now.
thing, including
Beer boobies.
Money is not the most important thing. Your political mission is. My brother, you're just playing with fucking miniatures. Oh my god, I haven't laughed this hard at like a fucking weirdo in a while. Holy shit.
This man literally does, like, his entire personality is just politics. Like, he has no other personality. This is it. This is all he is. All he is.
Ladies, POV, this is your blind date, and this is his starter.
Guys.
What do you do?
Yeah, guys, here's the thing. And Natsurai, you beat me to the fucking joke. To my trans femmes, here's what you do. Buy a pack of Bud Light. You don't need HRT anymore. You just buy a pack of Bud Light. Instant. You are instantly trans now. Bud Light, trans. Easy. I can't believe Tipster hasn't even done it yet. All he drinks is fucking soda. He's missing the fucking boat. Oh, yeah. This is his facial expressions giving me uncanny valley. He does. Oh, fuck me. This is who needs bathroom HRT when you can just buy Bud Light?
The individuals who are behind this woke madness, they put their own political principles, they put that mission before any revenue. So I don't think Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, I don't think he really cares if Games Workshop loses customers. I really don't think he cares if Warhammer goes into something, transforms into something completely unrecognizable. I really don't think he cares. I don't think any of these big investment firms care at all.
Oh,
if,
God, this made me
a
fucking
hobby
laugh.
such as Warhammer, it goes,
Burger
it goes
King.
bankrupt even. I don't think they care.
That's alright. Burger King and Bud Light got me covered. I don't need a doctor. Oh, fuck. We found a little gold mine. I love this man. Oh, I love him. He's so stupid.
Agenda behind it. So that is something to keep in mind.
Shit,
And I can only say that for
Not the macaroni.
For a businessman, a brand owner myself, I can only suppose it hurts a damn lot for these guys in Games Workshop to know that they have to butcher their brand to make female Custodes, female Space Marines, to transform their entire lore to accommodate for these big investment bankers. I can only suppose it hurts because they have to do it. They have to play ball.
It hurts them, guys. Guys, big company want big funds. How they do that? They're hurting so much.
This also doesn't make sense because the concept is what he's trying to say is Warhammer has to appeal to the marketing and the socio ideologies, so they have to have women in their games, but there's already women in their games, and that's kind of like that's one of the arguments that people are for, like, anti, like, if he would pay attention, he would know this.
Yeah.
That's the point. Some people are like, oh, we don't need female Custodes because we already have female units and female armies and stuff. But it's like, to him specifically, you're going against your own point here because they are introducing, I mean, they're not really introducing, they're just making it, just changing the canon, essentially. But 40K has already been doing this, has already had women in their units since before female Custodes. Like, that being a thing, his point isn't making sense. He's contradicting himself. There are already women in 40K.
I agree. It's one of those things where it's like that. Sorry, that's why these people are so fucking stupid, and why I laugh. But it's like, but the thing is already there. But what if what if they didn't do it though? But they're there. I don't care. It's
woke.
It's woke. It's because it's woke. Yeah, they're very sunk. Okay, he does have decent skin. Let's not be mean. He's very hydrated. I ain't gonna be mean about the man's physique. He's just so dumb. He's just so dumb. I love him.
Bullied by bigger bullies in the playground to do certain things, and then they can of course comfort themselves with saying, oh, we do it for these individuals who want more inclusivity, but it's absolutely not what it's about. And as I said in the beginning of this video,
you know what?
We'll get to it.
I will give this to anti-woke channels. They hit the right thing. They do it for money. It's not really about inclusivity. It is about money.
Yep.
But it's not like, but it's the same way when other people would do other things. That's why the anti-woke channels are some of the funniest fucking people on the internet, because they look at the idea and a concept and they're like, oh, they're doing it for money. I can't believe these women. Like, or ex-minority. Like, it's so funny. You're so dumb.
Yeah. Like they're mad at what is it, like
Games Workshop?
No, what's it called? It's performative, like
rainbow capitalism.
Rainbow capitalism, but like performative progressivism.
Yeah, performative.
You know, it's like you're as mad at that as we are, but at the same time, you kind of gotta take it where you can get it, I guess.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like you're mad at it for a very different reason than we are.
Yeah.
Like, you're mad at it because you want to be mad at it for really dumb reasons. We're mad at it because it's just like, it's pandering. They're both pandering, but like, you're mad at the pandering for so many different issues, and it's funny. It's funny that you take it this far. It's so funny.
Thing with female representation. So Britannia, based on the Arthurian legend and medieval France, they already do have females. So they have enchantresses and sorceresses and stuff like that. So they are already,
but they're also
natural
female
normal place
knights
for women in that
in
particular
lore,
faction.
you dummy.
You also have then in Warhammer 40k, so this is also the same universe as the Horus Heresy, which I've recommended. So you have the Sisters of Silence, for example, and you have the Adepta Sororitas. So you have two female factions there fighting for the Imperium. So it's not about being inclusive to women. There are already plenty of women to be found in both fantasy
what is he angry
and 40k.
about?
He's angry that they're woke for the male-only factions. And it's just like, you're right, all they want is money. But it's not being woke, they just want money. That's literally not woke, that's capitalism, you idiot. Oh my god. Beckett's no longer here in the chat. I think he said that he left and to go to sleep. I feel like after the person who shall not be named, I've gotten a lot meaner. Because I'm just like, fuck it. Now it's a lot funnier. By the way, they didn't change the models at all. Yeah, of course not. They don't care. They didn't
even make like a Custodes head upgrade sprue or anything.
Yeah, because
they're just like, all right, here you go.
Because I remember when Diesel streamed it.
How's that work? It sucked. I couldn't call in.
Diesel specifically mentioned how people are mad at the wrong things. They should be mad at the fact that the female, because like this is pushing off like other Custodian models from actually coming out that were promised years ago. And I'm like, that sucks.
Specifically, like the Sisters of Silence, because they're paired with the Custodians pretty much exclusively. But like I don't know if that had been promised or what, but like it doesn't affect anything because there's literally no change in the army other than it's kind of worse in 10th edition right now. And we don't even know what the plans were for things, and stuff like this, stuff gets changed or moved or scrapped all the time. So like if they've announced like until they have like models painted in an announcement, nothing's set. You know what I mean? Like that's just the production cycle.
You know what I want? I want fans to be just as mad about this, if they're actual fans, to be just as mad about the Primaris Marines being introduced. I want them to be just as mad as when the squats were like retconned out. Like, what the hell, guys?
I think they are.
I thought they're. Was it all the way around?
They're Space Wars now. But their squats
Space Wars now, but yeah.
They were around, I think, in the 80s or early 90s or something, and then they just never had models again. Then they finally got models.
It's one of those things where it's like, I think people are mad about it, but it's like, it doesn't make... It's not, again, it's not this man's
It's not
political
woke until it's about a woman.
Exactly. It's not woke until it's about a motherfucking woman.
But it's about them destroying things for us. And I saw on Twitter yesterday something that illustrates left-wing mentality in the best possible way. And this goes for anything, really. We're only talking about Warhammer now, but you can use this as an example for everything, really. So let's have a look. And this person says, "It brings me so much joy to know that you feel like all your favorite hobbies are being stripped away from you. You will never get what you think you had back, and that is hilarious." So this illustrates with perfect clarity the left-wing.
Okay, but what is this? What is this in reference to? You idiot!
One thing, what's it in reference to? And two, that is one fucking person you're going to generalize the entire ideology on.
Listen, there are there are progressive shitters too that I would disagree with. I mean, like I mean, we haven't talked about it, but like it's like one of those things where it's like, just because like you're progressive or trans or gay or whatever doesn't mean you're above reproach, and doesn't mean what you say isn't stupid. President Sunday.
Right. Oh, okay. You stop that. You stop that.
But again, let's chill out.
And now we're talking about something quite innocent as, a hobby. We're talking about games, we're talking about books, but use this as an example to something bigger, something deeper, and you have a true danger on your hands. So this is scary stuff.
True danger?
You can look at the Bolshevik Revolution if you want further examples.
What?
This
guy's stupid. This guy's fucking stupid. He's so dumb. I love him.
Did he really just compare? Did he compare this to like the Soviet Revolution?
Yeah.
Like, he really just compare it to that.
Oh god, I'm sweating with the stupidity. Oh god, I fucking killjoy. This is so funny. This man is hilarious.
chaos and carnage. Truly
The
horrifying stuff.
Bolsheviks.
So this is the side
No.
who
Oh my god, he's gonna say the gays are gonna make us into carnage and chaos. Oh.
celebrates the wokeness
Carnage
of
from
Warhammer.
Marvel Comics.
Meanwhile,
Yep.
as fans, been fans for over 20 years, we're of course quite sad seeing this happen. So then you might ask, Great Lion.
I love when they say, wait, did he just call himself the Great Lion?
You gotta play it.
What
He
do I
could
intend
be-
to? What is my course of action?
Yes.
Because I have, of course,
Yes. Do you think he's Aslan over here?
Oh wait, yeah. Well, if he's Aslan, he's gonna die eventually, probably from his heart
He's
fucking
gonna die
exploding.
eventually.
He's
When
gonna
he
die from his heart
returned into
exploding.
Do not quote the old Lord of me.
Oh god, he's such a
I
beautiful.
was there when it was written.
I love him. He's a beautiful Lolcow. I've never seen tabletop Lolcow. That's funny.
I mean,
What do you mean, Christian?
Oh yeah.
Christian.
I'm well, technically more Cybersmith than Chris Chan.
I mean, the
Cybersmith.
quartering's also a tabletop lolcow.
I guess, but the
Quartering.
quartering is like a
Christian,
different.
There's
He got
that
banned from
dude-
Magic the Gathering.
I guess.
Christian
that-
got part of her start in a tabletop like store.
Yeah, I guess that's
Yeah,
true.
that's true. There's that other dude who got taken out of the D&D books, who was running all those VTuber.
Oh, Arcadum.
games. Arcadum.
Mhm.
That's another one. I don't know.
Is
Maybe
he-
not no Lolcow, but
Is he
but
technically
still
a Lolcow since he kind of was like weird?
one and done? Yeah, I
Oh,
think he's weird.
oh,
Yeah.
this-
Arch Warhammer got banned from
Oh,
Warhammer.
this guy's. Oh, this guy. Oh, is this man on the spectrum? Because there's no way you just said this man plays the Dark Angels for sure if he's calling himself the Great Lion. Oh my god, I didn't. Even
Does he
I know
like
what that
trains?
means. Oh no. He's so dumb. Oh
Do
no.
you like trains?
Does he like trains? AUs in the chat. Where are AUs? You're all golden, chat. Holy shit, I love him. Oh, my little AUs. Ay. Also, how did he get that? So, the Golden Lion is like one of the Primarchs. It's one of the nicknames for one of the Primarchs.
Not the golden line. I think just the lion.
Is it the
'Cause
Lion?
his name is
the Lion,
Lionel Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just like one of those things. Wait, Arcadum DMs now for like loser edgy righties? That's really funny because they should hate him for how much he would like whine in his I don't want the tism with him. Rocky. Yeah, because Arcadum was like fucking doing woe is me sad boy shit in like girls' DMs and being like, but can we be together, please? Yeah, everything's so hard and I'm so depressed. Oh, we should do an Arcadum retrospective one time. That shit was funny. Can we not claim him just this once? Maybe not. Maybe you guys don't need to claim him. It's just fucking funny.
I have recommended The Horus Heresy. I will finish reading The Siege of Terra, but after that I will not read any more Black Library books because, yeah, I don't want to be fed by
Whatever,
all
dude.
this wokeness. And besides, the
What
quality
the
of the
woke
books,
You're gonna read 'em,
quality
shut
of the
up.
books, it has deteriorated.
You'll read 'em.
It's very
Stop-
sad to
just
say
stop
that.
reading 'em.
And
Yeah, it's just-
anyway, if you want to know,
Okay, because
It's the same company.
that's the only thing. That's what these anti-woke channels, they're like, oh, the ideology. Just speak with your money. Like, I don't understand how, dumb. You don't need to make a 9-minute video on this. You don't. Like, you're just not, good. Like, your content's not good enough to do it. It's very funny. Oh, God. I love it. God, I love lolcows. They're so cute.
more about the Horus Heresy, check out my video I made on the series. I also have a reading list for it. When it comes to the game itself, I played a lot of Warhammer Fantasy back in the day. I haven't played Age of Sigmar. I actually haven't played Warhammer 40k. I have painted some models, so I play
Wait,
Warhammer
did
Underworld.
he just say I played it back in the
Wait, so
day and
he-
I
he-
don't really play right now?
I mean, he's played it more than I have.
So wait,
So
so he only paints. He,
he
doesn't
only
really.
paints the models now. He barely
That's
plays
okay,
as
too.
it is.
You if you don't play, however much I've said this to you before. However much you're into the hobby,
Yeah.
you're into the hobby. You know what? Like it is what it is. If you don't play, you don't play. If you don't play competitively, you don't play competitively. If you only read the books, if you don't care about any
Yeah.
of the lore, if you only paint, you're in the hobby. That's
Oh
that's,
yeah,
That's what matters
I
to me.
don't. I don't mean that. I think that's the thing. Is like I don't belittle people who paint the models. I just think it's kind of funny. Warhammer specifically, I do find it a little funny. Like he's not a hobby tourist. He is he is playing the game. He's painting the models, if he's to be believed.
He's reading the books.
Yeah, he's reading the books. But my whole thing is like you can just buy the models you like, and not because if the quote unquote woke models don't sell, they're not gonna make them. It's literally that simple. So speak with your money. That's all you have to do. It's just so silly. They just don't they just can't think. They're stupid, and it's really funny. I think they're fucking hilarious.
And I will of course continue to do so, but I will see if I continue to sponsor Games Workshop with my money. I will probably not do so.
You don't sponsor them with your money. You pay them, you stupid ignoramus. Fuck. I know they say your balls shrink. And your cock and balls shrink with the fucking steroids, but I think my man's brain shrunk. Cause this is funny. My brother, you don't sponsor nobody. You dumbass.
Tragedy. I'm sure most of the individuals in Games Workshop, they only want to, develop good games, write good books, have a good fan base, have fun together, because it's a great hobby. I mean, I've been in it for 20 years or something, on and off, and it
on and off,
brought
20
me a lot
years.
of joy.
Okay.
So it pains me to see that this fine company is being treated in this way and being forced probably against their will. Now, of course, I haven't talked to anyone in the...
I don't know anybody at the company, but they're being forced. Guys.
At gunpoint.
They're at gunpoint. Like, you guys don't understand.
Women in your game.
The Lugers are at their backs right now.
The leadership of Games Workshop, so I don't know, perhaps they also agree with this, but I doubt that most of the truly passionate workers and fans and the management in Games Workshop, I don't think they appreciate what is going on. So anyway,
why is it still afloat? Why do they still work there? Why are people still buying their product? If a vast majority of people hate this, why am I still watching painting videos? And why are we still looking at lore videos? And why is Space Marine 2 like the hottest game out right now?
Why is Space Marine 2 the hottest game? And even though like Titus is like a manly man, and the game is about manly fucking men, the whole thing is about him, like the whole story, it's not a spoiler, but it's just how the way the story works. The whole story is about him actually becoming emotional because he fucked up the first time around in the first game, thought he was the hot shit, realized, hey, I'm not the hot shit, and has to deal with that fact that people still judge him. And it's like him growing as a person. It's not even just brother. It's him finding faith in the brothership again. But that's gay as fuck. It's super gay. I have a question. Do they shit in the armor?
Yeah.
That's great.
If they have to. They don't always have to.
But do they got like a catheter? Do they got like a catheter and like a tube, and it just like, fuels
They have a plug suit. I don't know the details.
Oh, I'm curious now. I do know it's the plug suit, like a la like more cyberpunk than Matrix. I've seen like the underneath thing.
The great world of Warhammer 40k and Horus Heresy as soon as the Siege of Terra concludes. But yeah, I can say Horus Rising, that book is still a masterpiece, will always be so, and even if I say farewell to Games Workshop now, I will still...
Okay.
The company Warhammer 40k, Warhammer...
Here's what I'm very curious about, chat. Did he stop making Warhammer 40k videos? I am wrong, I am so... Oh.
What?
What the... Oh, he shaved? Oh, he grew his hair out a little bit. Why do your muscles not look as big in some of these photos? Oh, but then they look big here. The Irish regime declaring war. Oh, he really... Oh,
Doesn't look like it, yeah.
But no, because what's funny is like he doesn't really make games content. If you look...
just the one?
Yeah, it's just really the one.
Oh no, he did.
The alchemy of sexual energy.
Okay, we're tabling that later.
Oh, we are watching you later, brother. Oh yeah, he only made like the one on the Horus Heresy. Oh, he was so much bigger here. What happened? Brother, what happened? Did you stop using the roids? You were so much bigger.
It might be the shirt.
No. You know how I know? You could tell by the shoulders. Look at his shoulder
look
pump.
at men more than I do.
His shoulder pump. And this is not me shitting on his gains. Like he does look great. I'm not gonna shit on his gains, but like you lost some of them, and that kind of makes me sad. A message to Poland from Sweden: stay strong, keep your border strong. Oh, do white men need to get tougher? Yeah, his lats changed completely. Can we watch this with the... Yes, we will need Do for this. I'm not even gonna front. Do needs to be here. We can't find a Lolcow without Do. I can't, like, we would need the ladies for this. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. Bro is off cycle. Pimenta, I love you. That's so funny. Holy shit. All right. With the
You're not
Lolcow...
subscribed. What are you doing?
I'm not subscribing to him. Are you
Oh
insane? No, Do would not want to fix him. See, here's a thing about Do that I can clearly very much explain. Do doesn't want to fix the Lolcows. She wants to see them like suffer. Not suffer. That's not true. She wants to see them dive into their madness more. And I respect it. That's why the look don't touch rule exists. Because it's funnier when they just kind of go off on their own and they're super crazy. Get worse, kind of. Yeah. Sometimes. Wow, he really like shaved here. And he looks like such a baby face.
All right, let's read.
All right,
Cat
time
here.
to read Cat's thing.
Cat, are you reading it?
Cat, do you want me to read it or did you want to read it? Okay, so part 1 is the image. And then where is part 2, Cat?
I think it's the next link.
Oh my god, there's so much. We may have to...
There's a lot here.
Okay, there's a little bit too much. Maybe we save this for Warhammer part 2. Would you guys... Okay.
If only someone had mentioned
I didn't know how...
stuff like this.
I didn't know how long it was. Do you really... Like, we've been going for 2 hours. Are you okay with going for longer?
No.
You don't want to go any longer?
This is... trust me, this is a 5-hour adventure.
Okay.
Okay. We'll
all right. Everybody. We will do a Warhammer Part 2 stream. This was actually really, really fun. We do like these green text, chill, old stream things. But I want to thank everybody for turning out today. I want to thank everybody who donated. A 3-hour tour. Yeah, this will be a lot more fun. We're definitely going to get into a lot more. Fauci, gonna send you extra Arcadum lore for your... Yeah, we will do an Arcadum stream. I actually wanted to. I did want to do an Arcadum stream because I thought it'd be really interesting.
That's in our wheelhouse. Oh, I do want to do, because we were bringing it up, I do want to do just going through one by one the 5.5 stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I have not looked at it at all. I think that'd be kind of cool to cover.
That'd be fun. We can look at the 5.5 stuff. But that's pretty much it. I want to thank everybody for turning out today for this like chill stream. Thank you as always to my co-hosts. Join the Discord and start an Arcadum thread I'm pretty sure everybody in here is in the Discord, but if you haven't joined the Discord already, please join the Discord. We try to make it fun. But thank you everybody very much. I want to thank everybody here. I want to thank my co-hosts. I haven't done the intro thing in a little bit.
You have not done the outros or the intros.
I haven't in a little bit. Just because your names are there, I'm gonna start hunting funnies for you. Yeah, if they're like funny green text, old like internet lore things, it's good. We may do the Neko Star thing one day. I don't have a Discord bot. I'm sorry. I have to figure that out. I'm sick of my head. You're slacking. I don't know how to do it yet.
Not sure that you can do that sort of command on YouTube.
You can.
I think you can. Yeah.
You can. It's through Stream Elements. I have to like Flamenco. The Flamenco Nightmare Rabbit Hole will be soon. We do have a couple things on the docket. Flamenco is like evergreen for right now. I'm honestly, personally, it'll move up if you're slacking on using your intro. I mean, what do you mean? I did use the intro. You guys just weren't here for it. I want to thank everybody for being here. Thank you guys so much. We will see you next stream.
Good night, chat.
Good night,
Good
chat.
night, guys.
Thank you and goodbye. Goodbye, Jojo.